This is really the fighter and the kid.
Come on, baby. It's hump day energy. And one of the things about me is that every day is hump day. You know what I mean? And by that, I mean I'm at the top of the hump, not at the bottom.
What exactly is hump day? It's still
hump day is like,
hump day.
Wednesday would be like, it's the middle of the week, I guess.
It's the hump.
So you got to get over the hump.
Get over the hump. Yeah. Well, it has nothing to do
I hate those kinds of conversations and expressions because they're basically make you weak. Well, I'm almost over the hump. Well, I don't like characterizing my life as a mountain.
Well, you also don't work a 9 to 5 where, that Wednesday's a beast. You got 2 more days. Like if you were doing that office grind.
Yes.
Well, my mom was in that. It's like Wednesdays is like, oh, God. Yeah. Thursday, Friday, so you're getting over the hump. I can understand that.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll see I don't like that. I don't like negative and I don't like overly positive. There was a real estate agent. I was looking at property one time, and the guy he was like in shape, kind of a bigger, robust guy.
Sure.
In his 50s, short military hair. And I look at him, I go, were you in the military? He goes, I was in the Air Force. Yes, I was. And I said, okay, I'm already, it's aggressive. And I said,
well, you asked.
And I said, yeah, what, I said something else. I said, you look like you stay in shape. And he goes, I'm 54 years young and I never say anything that makes me feel like I can't get through the day.
I like this guy.
And he just went through his whole Tony Robbins speech. And all I said was, you look like you're in shape. And I saluted him and I bought the house.
You sucked him off.
I sucked him off.
You sucked him off. How could you not?
Why did you turn it gay?
Because, you're the one that started asking about his physical attributes.
Can you just say,
and he's a real estate
why do you have to
agent.
say, you could have said you sucked him. Why do I have to suck him off? That's gross.
Well, you got to finish the job.
No, I don't have to
finish the job. It's hump day. You got to finish the job.
You
got to finish the week strong.
Hump day would be he humps me.
No, you got to close the deal.
That's not how you close the deal. You leave them wanting more.
Want the
and
house
they're like, whoa, where are you going?
You want
I'm
the best deal.
Sign the dotted line.
And there's more where that came from.
Right.
More of sucking off.
Yeah, if you suck them off, they're like, oh, this is great. I'll see you soon, huh? And you're like, whoa.
Then you're talking about a one-night stand.
Yeah.
You want to come back for more.
That's right.
Well, you got to finish the job is the point.
I don't have to do anything, dude. I don't know why you're saying that. And I think you have homoerotica, and I know you're gay because of those shoes.
The Vans?
Those are amazing.
And you finally got some cool New Balances. And
I got my new kicks,
trash. Bro. But you wear them with business socks.
I sure
so they
do.
look awful.
And that doesn't work.
No, you can't do that.
No.
Did you finally get some cool sneakers?
What kind of socks should I wear? No socks?
No. Just normal fucking socks, dude.
Yeah, white?
Sure. Not business.
Little businessy?
Yeah. Don't buy socks at Men's Warehouse or Amazon.
That's exactly where I buy them, buddy.
Of course you do.
In fact, I'll do you one better. I buy them at Target. Not anymore, but I did before they went all.
Target.
When they went all $9 billion or something they lost? Yeah. Well, don't have pink shorts and tuckable shorts for 8-year-olds, you pieces of shit.
I just don't get how. Do you think these companies would learn?
You pedophilia.
You think these companies would learn?
Huh?
And who are you marketing to? Who's this for?
I have no idea.
Not the masses.
Some crazy fringe wing of the world
it's never worked.
That are so crazy that just are hell bent on trying to.
It never works for anybody. Do you know what's bad? I'm going to change the subject so we don't get doxxed on YouTube because they won't let us talk freely. But Ultimate Fighter's back.
Oh, yeah.
Did you watch it?
Well, I finished the Conor McGregor documentary.
Not talking about that. Not talking about that, right? Talking about the Ultimate Fighter.
Finished the
That's
Conor
old.
McGregor.
We've covered that.
Well, we haven't really covered it. Or have you covered it on your other shows?
I've covered it multiple times. Yeah, it's out, right? It's been out for a hot second.
Yeah, but I finished it yesterday.
But he's on the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
And so Ultimate Fighter's
with
back.
Chandler.
With Chandler. It's finally on, it's not on the US ESPN Plus, like it's on regular ESPN.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get the views back. Now, I assume the views are going to be high this first episode.
Yeah.
But I watched it. It debuted last night. I watched it. I don't, and I love Chandler. I love Conor. It's missing something. I don't know what it is, but it's missing the secret sauce. And then is it missing the secret sauce, or is that format just is too old? It's too outdated.
That's interesting.
Because you watch it, and I found myself being like, come on.
Does the conflict seem forced or something?
Well, but the Chandler and Conor are cool. Like they have respect for each other, and Conor's doing
so they're
his thing.
not fighting.
They're gonna fight each other.
I'm saying, but they're not.
Conor does his thing, but there's no animosity. Like Chandler respects him, so you don't have the animosity of the coaches. It's really not about the fighters. This season is prospects versus veterans, which to me kind of is not what about the Ultimate Fighter should be about. You can have a veteran season where guys. So the veterans are guys that not military veterans. The veterans are guys that fought in the UFC, didn't go well, and so they're bringing back a second time. Wow. We have prospects who are trying to get the chance to fight in the UFC. So you have the young prospects fighting the veterans.
Can you bring up the cast?
Which the show's always been, you won't know anybody.
I won't know anybody.
Nobody does, except for Jason Knight. But the show's always been about young prospects getting an opportunity to showcase so they can get to the UFC.
Yeah.
So you have these young prospects who want to get on into the UFC. You have guys who have already been there. I don't like that mix. That rubs me wrong.
You don't? Why? Just because?
It should be all prospects.
Well, you don't. I like a second chance, though. That's kind of romantic.
That's a different show.
Yeah.
Because then the prospects are beating the shit out of the veterans are beating the shit out of the prospects.
Will they, though? Yeah.
You know they will, Bryan. Please listen.
Yeah.
So you have the veteran in Roosevelt Roberts fights this young guy, Nate Jennerman. It lasts 10 seconds. He knocks him out in 10 seconds.
Oh, no.
You know, well.
Wait.
So
because
listen, I don't have any inside info. I'm not, spoiler. I would assume the veterans absolutely annihilate them because these veterans, Roberts had, I don't know, I think he went 4-4 in the UFC. He's had 8 fights. So you put them in the Apex Center. That's not shit to a veteran. They're like, okay, for these prospects, it's a life changing.
They're all tight and shit.
Yeah, it's just not fair. And then also, the way they did the drafting of the veterans and the prospects, it's like you don't know any of the fighters. They go, all right, all the prospects are with Chandler. All the prospects are with Conor. All the veterans are with Chandler. So 16 veterans or 8 veterans, 6 or 8 and 8 prospects. And they just do it like that in this group picking, so you don't learn any of the names of the guys. It's just, I don't know. The house is cool. Maybe the season goes on, it gets better. Yeah. It's missing something.
Yeah. So you think
Conor, he gets there, and I love Conor. Day one, he gets it's the opening day where they're making the picks. He's in a suit, hair's not done. Looks like he's been partying all night in Vegas. You're like, all right. So he doesn't give a fuck. Then they do the weigh-ins. He doesn't show up to the weigh-ins.
He didn't?
No.
Well,
missed the weigh-ins.
I was thinking about
they show him training with his team.
He's jacked.
He's jacked.
Really? Because
in shape.
I will say this, what I got from that doc is that he's coming off real losses, and it's got to be such a mind fuck for him. Like anybody, you want to talk about everybody saying you're done. This is it for you. You've lost twice to, our boy Dustin. There's a lot there. There's a lot there that he's kind of dealing with, I think. And it's like if he loses to Chandler now, oh boy, there's a lot riding on that. Mm-hmm. So that's what I got from it, is that this is almost like everybody keeps saying this is his last hurrah. What I really respect about him is he loves fighting. He just wants
absolute kid right off Sunset right now, doesn't need to do anything.
But he doesn't want to do that.
He just lets the warrior spirit in, which is why you love Conor.
Right.
Hey, B, let's take a little break.
Okay.
Speaking of breaks, I will be in La Jolla, the Comedy Store, this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Two shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, 1 show on Sunday, the Lord's Day. Me and Big J Schaub will be cruising around San Diego, the Comedy Store, this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Get you some tickets at thickboy.com.
Nice. Okay, guys.
You're in my neck of the woods, dude. Comedy Works, Denver.
I'll see you at the end of the month. I like, if you're going to drink, if you're going to have a party and you want mixed cocktails.
You know what messes me up, dude?
What?
Sugar.
All the sugar.
That's what gives you those crazy hangovers. And then a friend of ours sent us some June Shine.
Yeah,
it's
June
my
Shine.
go-to right now, dude. It's an adult beverage and
margaritas.
Oh.
Vodka sodas. Rum cocktails.
No added sugar, so big, man.
My wife was talking about this. She was over. I had people over, and ooh, people love it. You got the margarita pack, 4 different flavors. You got spicy mango, tropical, and lime. You got passion fruit vodka soda, classic vodka mule. It all comes in these variety packs. They got Mai Tais.
You can get the mix pack, but yeah, you can get just the tequila pack. You can get the margarita pack, the passion fruit vodka soda.
Not a lot of sugar, so you don't feel like you eat a bunch of
Tais.
candy. You don't get that rust. You don't get that hangover.
Oh, some of those sugary drinks with alcohol where you feel hungover have over 20 grams of sugar. Not June Shine, and it's made with ingredients you actually pronounce. June Shine can be found in over 10,000 stores across the country. Damn. It's available at all the retailers you've already visited for groceries and alcohol, like Whole Foods, Target, Ralph's, Vons, Albertsons, Kroger, Wegmans, Total Wine, Bevmo, Safeway, and so much more.
And we got a special offer for our listeners.
Oh my God, dude.
At any store, you can buy 1 June Shine package and get the second for only a penny.
Good deal.
A penny. That's $12 to $20 in value. I recommend trying one of their best-selling variety packs. It's a great way to try all of their delicious flavors. Go to JuneShine.com TFATK.com/fighter. Text them a photo of your receipt and they'll Venmo you immediately. It's
That's a
that
good
easy.
deal.
Yeah. It's JuneShine, JUNESHINE.com/fighter.
Juneshine.
Well, I always have some macadamia nuts running through my
Dude,
system.
I pop nuts like Al Pacino, dude.
Well, listen, dude, and that's why you stay young and strong. The omega-7 fatty acids,
Look at my
the
skin,
fat
dude.
profile in macadamia nuts are probably the best. They're probably the healthiest nut you can buy.
Here's the thing. It's
because
just
they're
a
great for
healthy
satiety.
option. It's
Yep.
a healthy option for snacking. I love their chocolate cover. They have the white
good.
chocolate. They got the regular dark chocolate.
Look, they can
got the
produce
raspberry
collagen,
vanilla
They
chocolate.
reduce inflammation. They're key parts of longevity because they have that omega-7
Sure, man.
fatty acids.
And macadamias, they're known as the most expensive nut just for the rich. Not anymore, because our friends at House of Macadamia, they work with 96 South African farmers to make it more affordable for you guys. All right.
It's farmer owned, bro. Do you not like farmers?
I
You
love
have a problem with
farmers.
farmers who work the soil?
I'm telling you, the dip
Give 'em a free
macadamia
box.
nuts and the snack bars, they're so damn good. We always have the dip chocolate ones here on set.
Give them a free box.
We give them to all the guests. We love them, dude. I'll give you a free
Hold on.
box.
Give them a free box and take 20% off their first order. Go ahead.
Deal. All you
See
got
what
to do
I
is
do?
go to
I'm like
House of
Santa Claus.
Macadamias, houseofmacadamias.com/TFAK. You get 20% off your whole order. Whether you order the vanilla chocolate, the regular chocolate, the snack bar, 20% off.
Delicious.
That's houseofmacadamias.com/TFAK. You get 20% off. And they toss in a free bag of the Namibian sea salted
Say it right.
macadamias.
Namibian.
Namibia.
Namibian. From the Namibian Bay. Get
Namibiana.
the salt from the bay, from the sea.
They're nuts from Indiana. No, I'm sorry, Namibia.
Namibia.
That's
Sprinkle
houseofmacadamias.com. Houseofmacadamias.com/TFAK. 20% off your whole order, plus that free bag of sea salt and macadamias. You're welcome.
Right.
Yeah, I told you that doc bummed me out. Because like, man, the ride's over.
The ride's
Now he can, and he has a really good chance of beating Chandler, but it's just like he might have 2-3 left. He did an interview with Megan O'Leary, and he was like, "I'm going to fight 3 times in a calendar year." It's like, cool, but as far as like the prime Conor, like that's over, and that makes me sad because I don't think we ever see it again. That the documentary made me sad. I think it gave people a perspective of, oh, Conor's not just this out of control fighter that's doing all these shenanigans. Like you realize he's such a talent, once in a generational talent.
Yeah.
You realize how much he loves fighting, how
Yes.
much he puts into it, the heartbreak of it all. Like you get all this from that documentary,
Yeah.
which I think it's good. And obviously people have their opinions on Conor and some of the stuff he said about Khabib and stuff. So whatever they don't like him, some of the outside the octagon antics, slapping the old guy and stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when it's Conor in his prime and what he did. It was such a special time, and we're never going to see it again.
I wonder that
business
second
has
fight,
changed.
if he hadn't broken his leg, would it have gone
Poirier?
the same? Would it have gone differently? Poirier did have him on his back, let him back up. You got in a slugfest with Conor, and now that he's and a kick fest, you better pack a lunch. Anybody, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
broke his leg, so it come
Do you
back.
think he's not in his prime? You'd say.
No,
Yeah.
no. How could you say? He
But I will say that against
wanna fight
Poirier
him
for
forever.
that first round, and this is saying not much, but he
didn't
looked
look bad.
really good.
But again, not in his,
Connecting.
doesn't matter. Not in his prime.
Yeah.
Like the ride's over. Now the ride over meaning ride's over as far as you're not getting Eddie Alvarez version of Conor. You're not getting the Nate Diaz rematch version of Conor. Ride's over meaning you're not getting prime Conor. But I'll take a older Conor who has more money than God. That's that's a good ass product.
How
Still
old is he?
good.
How old is Conor?
Was it 34, I think?
He's had a lot of fight. He's been in the game a long
10 years.
Yeah, 34.
But before that too, right? So he had. Remember, he was fighting in England for a long
Fighting Cage
Ireland.
Warriors. But
Yeah.
but 10 years in the UFC.
34. There's a lot of wear and tear, a lot of training.
But the whole Ultimate Fighter is predicated off Conor McGregor because, Chandler's not like this. He's not going to say anything crazy or do anything crazy. He's just a good coach. He's a great coach, So it's really you're gravitating toward. They're banking on Conor bringing the views. I'm curious, are ratings out for how it did, Chin? Is it too soon?
I highly doubt it, yeah.
I'd be curious how it did. I don't know if that if that product is still
Here's the thing.
viable.
Are the when you had Michael Chiesa and those guys on, they had such personalities that you got invested in them.
Chiesa
Right?
is a bad example. You know, there's when he had Kimbo
But
Slice
he wasn't
on.
a bad example because Chiesa, remember, like Chiesa, there was drama. Like Chiesa cried. Like you see a fighter like that, and you're like, damn, this guy's so emotional. Then he comes back and wins it. There was a lot of drama in it, is what I'm saying.
Not so much on his season. There was drama like Chael Sonnen and Vanderlei. They hate
Yeah.
each other. They
Yeah.
fought
Yes.
even outside the house. Then you have, you know, in my season, you had Kimbo Slice, you had Roy Nelson, some real, and Rampage and Rashad fucking hate each
Hold on,
other.
hold on, go back.
No, this is 2015.
Oh, okay.
That's the first time it popped up.
So 2015, it averaged 622,000. I would say
That's not a lot
this
of people.
debut does around Ultimate Fighter 13 holds today at 1.3 million. You know, I bet this one does because ESPN. I don't know, 400,000 debut. It's fair to say.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, or the Conor effect's just massive. Like, I would say, was Ultimate Fighter 13? Is that Conor and Uriah? What season was that? And they didn't even fight.
Lesnar,
Oh,
Dos Santos.
interesting. Yeah, I'm so curious to see how the ratings go for that because the Ultimate Fighter hasn't been a good product in I don't know how long. Like the Pena Amanda Nunes one,
I didn't watch it.
all the dicks. No, I couldn't tell you.
And by the way, it's
they
the
also
same.
have a guy in the house who's already won the Ultimate Fighter.
What?
Yeah, he already won.
What?
Yeah.
What are you
His
talking
name,
about?
Nick or something.
He already won. You're like, okay, I guess that makes
Why
sense.
would
He's
they
already
have
been
him
through
there?
it. They came in. It ain't working.
That's really
He's
strange.
McGregor's training partner, too.
He's
Yeah.
McGregor's train partner. So McGregor had a few guys in the house that he wanted on.
Wow.
Yeah, but he got to the other team though. Yeah.
Another thing, you know,
Brad Couture.
I mean, Chandler said
Brad
this
Couture.
when we had him on the show. We was talking about Ultimate Fighter. They shot all this in 4 weeks, when usually it's 6 weeks. So the guys are fighting boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
So, do you feel comfortable just putting, if you had to put money on Chandler or Conor?
As far as whose team wins on the Ultimate Fighter,
When they fight.
they haven't announced the fight, so let's see. But, let's see.
At 55, right?
It's at
70-ish?
I think 70.
Yeah.
We don't know yet. They haven't said the weight either.
You'll do what you're told.
Yeah, Chandler's like, Chandler's like, I'll fight you 85. And Connor's like, cool. And he's like, you'll do what you're told. He goes, I've run this game. I own this game. Always have. It's always going to be like that. He's like, you'll do what you're told. That's the other thing is like when it comes to shit talk too, like it's not.
Don't get involved.
No, it's like Trump and Biden on the debate stand. Like it's not. Again, it's not a knock on Chandler. It's just not what he does. That's all Conor does. It's like that's what Trump does. Throws a lot of mud. Hopefully something sticks. Conor throws a lot of mud, so it's gonna be tough to get somebody on there to compete with him. It's So yeah, Chandler. If this debate, he gets annihilated.
Was Trump not available? Because he could fight.
That'd be
Conor.
great. That'd be great. It's kind of like DeSantis and Trump,
Excuse me before you kick me.
dude.
You're small.
His wife looks like a
Taller
dog.
than you are.
What?
I
the
have way
fuck?
more money than you do.
His wife's a dog. Like you're talking about global
Your wife's,
warming.
everyone's a dog. Your whole team of dogs.
I hope it goes well because it's a good outlet for fighters. But it just doesn't make sense. I don't know. There's something about it. It's missing. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
And I root for the Ultimate Fighter. That's where I got my freaking name off
Yeah.
of. But I don't like that it's prospect veterans. They should have done 2 separate seasons of that. It's about finding young talent and building them up, giving them a fan base. These veterans have had their shot, man.
So why when I watched that Conor McGregor documentary, it sounded like Conor couldn't get a fight. They weren't giving him a fight. That doesn't make sense. I feel like he
When?
could. In the documentary, he's like, I can't get a fight. And I kept trying to get a fight, and finally I started tweeting at Dustin himself. But what was that about?
Who knows? I mean, there's a lot that
Why
goes
wouldn't
into
they-
it because a Conor fight's different than the rest. Like,
Right.
A lot goes into it: the timing, the marketing, the right opponent. Because he was trying to fight just anybody, and the UFC's like, no, we can't just toss anybody.
Why?
Because he's the cash cow. So much goes into it. It's a lot. It's like a Tom Cruise movie.
Right, because he wanted to fight 3 times a year to keep his rhythm, and they were like, no. I'm very surprised by that. I thought he could choose his fight anytime, anywhere.
No, it's a circus. Must be the right things have to come into play.
Wow, because it hated.
It's a Tom Cruise movie,
it
and
fucked
so many
him.
people
Yeah, that's right. It fucked him though. He hated it.
must be active.
Yeah,
It's the only way to fight.
I agree. Can't blame him for that. Because after the Donald Cerrone fight, he wanted to go right into another fight.
But then there's certain guys are tied up. They can't just toss you the number 12 guy because nobody cares, and they don't want to waste that because they make so much money off Conor. And at the risk to win, lose, you lose again. Then we don't have another product. Yeah. Also, Nate's fighting this guy. We need Nate to win. So it's like all this stuff has to line up. And the UFC's not just going to waste, bust their nut off. Man, you lose again. We don't have what are we going to do? You're our biggest cash cow. And then also, who I don't know where that at the time on the ESPN rights, the deal, like you're our cash cow. You're the one the reason we're going to get most of this money. Oh. So if you lose that fight, we're going to lose money on this. Like there's so many factors. Damn. It's not just like, fight whoever you want. No, so much. You
become a victim to your own success. You could encapsulate why I love MMA so much in the second Dustin Poirier fight, where Dustin started kicking his legs, and they planned for everything, and it was the one thing that Mike Brown said, kick his fucking calf. And that's why Mike Brown was a champion in his own right. But that was like, they probably were like, fuck, we forgot about that. Check the kick. But no, he's not, we haven't worked on that.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like anything else. You work on chokes, you work on all that, and somebody starts leg locking you. Like, what? I didn't, God, the pain he was in. You want to be a fighter, huh? You want to be a fighter? Literally, like the pain walking in like that.
In that doc, too, I think it gave people kind of an awakening how Conor's not your typical fighter, because the way he talked to Dana after that Khabib fight, when Dana comes in the back, remember, Khabib jumps out of the stands, goes for Dylan Dennis, and there's all this mayhem, and he's back there, his kid and wife's there, and he's, he can't believe he's lost. He's tearing up, and Dana's like, man, how about that? Khabib, did you see what happened? He goes, I don't give a shit. What are you talking about? Yeah. I lost the fight. He goes, I know, but did you kill people? He goes, hey, it's not about that. I don't give a shit about all that bollocks. I don't give a fuck about this. What are you talking about? He's like, I lost the goddamn fight. You're like, whoa. I've never seen somebody ever stand up to Dana like that. Oh, they're pairs. They're partners. He's not just an employee. They're partners. Yeah. He's like, what are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here. I don't have time for that.
He did a really good job against Khabib. Stuffed a lot of takedowns.
People forget.
Yeah.
People forget.
Yeah. He did better than anybody has ever done against Khabib wrestling-wise.
And it was interesting to hear his coach, John, talk about, he's like, it was such a dark camp. He's like, such a dark time. Everything was negative, dark. All he did is do his own thing, go in there. And he goes, all he did is spar. All he did is spar. Bring in wrestlers, get him to try and take him down. He's like, it was a dark time. He's like, we've never been around a camp like that. Like,
damn.
Wow. And he did well.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. That's I lost my mind on this game. I lost my mind. I lost my mind on this game.
Yeah, I wish you sounded like him. That's so bad. Like, I know what you're trying to do there.
I lost my mind.
Yeah, I lost my mind.
I lost my mind on this game.
You're just off, man. It ruined it.
I lost my mind on this game.
You just sound like you're talking normal. Right?
Game. Boy.
He's a special dude.
I'm Irish.
Now, there's a guy in Ian Gary who could carry on that tradition, the Irish takeover. This Ian Gary kid who you don't know, that's fine. Yeah, but he's a savage.
135?
No.
Look.
No, I should do that.
155? Let me bring up Ian Gary.
Educate Bryan on Ian Gary.
Is he a monster at 170?
He just beat Rodriguez, starched him.
The boxer?
Daniel Rodriguez
got good hands.
He's a tough dude.
Oh, yeah. Killer.
Damn. Ian Gary, another Cage Warrior champion,
too. Look at him. He's won a lot. Is that all UFC, though?
No.
Okay. Oh, man. Right? He'd be
5 in the UFC.
I hate when I bring up prospects. Hold on. Ian Gary? All the starts in UFC?
Ian. Wait. Ian. Right. Ian Gary.
Yes.
Ian Machado Gary.
Yeah.
This kid.
I know that kid.
Right. Oh, yeah. He fights at 135? No, 170.
Is he trying to walk like Conor?
All fights
He's
are
walking
in the UFC?
like Conor?
Yep.
Well, no, he did to tribute Conor. This is back in the day.
Yeah.
He has the tools to do it. He don't have, and he's super confident too.
Kick and box.
But again, it's tough because when Conor did it, we haven't seen it before. Now it's been done. So it's he can carry on the Dublin tradition, become a major star and stuff. And people rally around.
Can he talk?
Oh yeah, he can fucking talk, man. Super confident too. Has a lot of Conor mannerisms, but again, it's been done.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it makes me sad because we're never going to see it again.
Yeah.
Because now anytime you see something, you're like, that's a version of Conor. He's the original.
There'll be someone else who'll come in with their own stamp, but yeah,
Maybe.
tough. He was so colorful. Still is.
Conor did make it so different from Chael, though. Like, Chael was the original.
Yes.
Chael was the original, but
Yes,
Chael did it in a very WWE way where it's, remember, Chael was like, after he lost to Anderson Silva, was like, I'm still undefeated.
There's a
We're
big-
like,
there's a
"That's
big
funny."
difference.
There's
Conor won.
One is real. Well, so did Chael.
No, I'm saying Conor won 2 belts, and he took on, when he beat Jose Aldo hadn't lost in 9 years. Jose Aldo was as good as you
Starched
can't
him.
believe it, and he knocked him out. And he said he was going to do it, and then he went to 55, and he did this. He knocked our boy.
The difference is Chael's trolling. Like Chael's is like a trolling WWE, and that he's a big WWE
Sure.
fan and uses that model. And Chael was also a grappler who wasn't getting any respect because he was kind of boring. So he decided to do this to get fame. It's very similar to Colby Covington. With Connor's, it was like when you hear him talk, and we've heard people talk similar, like, I'm going to knock this guy out. When Conor said it, it was like, I'm telling you, man, you're like, oh, damn, this is pretty authentic. Like, he's real.
Savage.
We're not here to take part. We're here to take over. Like, yeah, that's legitimately what he's trying to do.
right.
Take over. And he took
Remember
over.
when we did the podcast, and I said, what did you say to Jose Aldo when you jumped over when he knocked out Chad Mendez, I think?
Yeah.
And
In
he
Brazil.
jumped over the thing, and he said, I said my country in my mother tongue. I said, era. I screamed, era. I was like, fuck.
Savage.
Yeah. He was so fucking colorful, man. And then he looked at me and he goes, you're the one. And I said, thank you.
He goes, I loved you. Always have.
Love
Like,
you.
wait, what?
I love you. Always have.
Love you. Always have. The what?
I love you.
I love you. Always have. Like,
Yeah. I said,
don't
thank
remember
you.
that.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. He's like, I owe everything to you.
Anytime you want to train in my camp, you come by. I was like, thank you, Conor.
I love you. Always have.
Yeah.
That was
Because he
weird.
found out my head
That got awkward, right?
got really awkward.
Yeah, I was
but
like,
that
ah.
back kick,
You showed him his back kick.
well, don't worry about it.
Yep.
But he
You
wasn't
taught
doing
him the
it before
ways.
he met me,
You taught him
right?
the ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Me and Steven Seagal do a lot of secret teaching. Underground stuff, too.
I get it.
Yeah. Remember I taught you back kick a long time ago? And you were like in earnest, like, okay, so let me see. And I was like, yeah, here you go. You never used it.
No. And that, some stuff you're like, you download and you're like, I'm just going to delete this out of my memory.
I was with Nate Marquardt in the prime of his career. We were doing Shooting Warrior. And I told him about fighting a guy. I was with Sam Sheridan and Nate. We were walking. And I told him about how I hit a guy, how I like did
The
a...
fighters love when you share those.
I
stories.
said, the way you swim,
Hell yeah.
I threw my arm and caught him with the top of my knuckles. And the chin, and how he got knocked out. And Sam just started laughing. He just started laughing at my story because,
It's a waste of
it's Nate Marquardt. So
Yeah, it's
don't
just a-
talk
but it's just a
about-
waste of time,
Don't
right?
talk about anything around Nate Marquardt when it comes to fighting, Bryan.
I would say in general, though, right? Like
Well,
old fight stories? Who are they
not-
for, though,
When
right?
I was in my 20s.
I know who they for,
Right. I think I was trying
Like
to
if
make
you meet a guy,
point.
like, hey, man, you remember man, let me tell you about this one time I got in this fight in Brooklyn. It's like, don't care. You have video?
Yeah.
You don't?
Yeah.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Nor do we believe half of it.
Right.
Right?
How much of that
Yeah,
story do you
yeah.
think is true?
How much are you exaggerating, right?
Right.
Because we've seen how those fights
Now, I
go.
don't exaggerate.
No, never.
especially when
You
it
don't
comes to
lie.
fighting.
Yeah. Never.
Why are you looking at me like that, Georgia? Whoa.
I just saw this real quick, so since you
You
guys talked
told
about
me
Nate
you had
Marquardt.
never seen Nate lose a round.
In training? No.
Yeah.
No.
He was as good as you could be, I mean, in his prime.
Pancras champion, Strikeforce champion.
Incredible.
Came to fought Anderson Silva, Chael Sonnen, Okami.
Handsome Nate.
So he did make some headlines in MMA media because I guess Rogan does talk about the Bible. The scripture has changed after it's rewritten from different places.
And
Whatever.
he's saying it's from
He's like-
multiple sources.
Yeah. So Nate's saying like he wants to debate Joe Rogan.
But he's also, here's the thing. He's also starting a podcast, episode 1. So in order to get attention, he challenges Joe Rogan. It's like...
Yeah.
And also, Rogan has a bunch of different people on, right? And that's their perspective. I don't know if Rogan believes that. So it's like, debate. It's like, the kid, one did debate Rogan on Bryce Mitchell on
Bryce
Flat
Mitchell, yeah.
Earth. It's like,
Well,
But
Bryce,
you
Bryce has his
you get
degree in
attention though.
geophysics.
You get attention when you do that stuff, but it's not the attention you really want. For Nate, I guess got him some attention for that podcast, but it's just not the angle you want to go. Nor is Joe going to entertain any of that. I don't think it works out well.
I said to Joe, I was talking to Joe recently, and I go, do you worry about that? He goes, I don't worry about anything. I was like, you have fuck you money, so that makes
Worry
sense.
about what? Like this stuff?
We were talking about something, and he goes, I don't worry about anything.
Why would you?
Yeah, I was like, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's when you know you've kind of arrived, when you don't worry about anything.
Nor would you pay attention to it. I mean, also, he doesn't deal with the same issues we have. He saw, in hindsight, he saw the direction YouTube was going with freedom of speech.
Saw a lot of stuff.
So he's like, oh, I'm out. I'm going to go where I can say whatever I want.
Joe,
and we're like, we're going to stay here. Okay.
So I always used to marvel at, again, I was talking about this recently, I used to always marvel at his ability to find the problem in the room. So Joe could we could be in a room and Joe could go like this. I swear to God, it was uncanny. He'd go, I don't like that guy. Or why are you talking to that girl? Get away from that person. He would go like this. He didn't like them. And I'd be like, well, you've been around that.
Oh, yeah.
He'd go, get away from me. Or he'd be like, I'm not talking to that guy. And you'd be like, what the fuck, dude? He's a nice guy.
That's mean.
Right?
Yeah.
But guess what?
He's right.
Always right.
I know.
And so I listened to this, I don't know who she is, but she was saying, when you are a child and you come from a chaotic background around adults that are unpredictable, so an abusive childhood, whatever, children get really fucking good at reading a room and finding the person
safe.
that is not
The danger.
safe.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And I didn't grow up that way. And when you grow up that way, he's always been very cautious and avoided trouble, avoided crazy people,
Yes.
women and men.
It's a superpower.
It's a superpower.
Yeah, good on him.
It's astonishing too, because he can literally
waste time
He can
either.
literally hear. I remember we were talking, we were getting our makeup done, we were doing this silly movie, and a guy started talking, and Joe goes like this. Joe goes, what? He goes like this. He goes, wait, say that again. And the guy said it again. He goes, man, just like this. He goes, wow, what a bullshit artist. Holy shit, you're such a bullshit
guy's like,
artist.
wait, what?
Like this. And I was like this. I was like, I think we're going to fight
Yeah,
here.
because you and I
wasn't
will.
sure we're going to fight.
Because you and I will entertain it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And the guy was like, and he goes, you're the biggest bullshit
I know.
artist. Wow.
I know. We need a little bit of more. Of
He
that
was doing
in
this. That was it though. He was like, wow, this was before he was famous. I mean, he was just like, this guy's a fucking bullshit artist.
there. Yeah.
And I knew that if we were going to hang out, that was done with that guy.
Yeah. That guy can't
was
come
right.
around anymore.
He was right.
He was right. Always is.
Yeah.
Yep. We need a little more of that in our tank. We entertain all sorts of.
I could
riffraff.
use that. If I could go back in time, I would say, hey, young Bryan, listen to me right now.
Don't waste time.
Don't say no to everybody and keep everybody but your family and 3 people in your life.
Small circle. Yeah, I get it.
Keep your fucking circle small.
Oh, dude, we haven't talked because we had Jay Moore on Monday. I went camping.
Oh,
Rented an RV. I had to.
How great is
lasted
that?
No, I lasted a day.
I was texting with you.
Because the problem is the RV, they didn't tell me this. Yeah, again, it's not like I'm Shaquille O'Neal or Charles Barkley. Like,
No.
you know, it's not like I'm like, hey, are you sure the bed's I'm going to fit in it? I can't. My feet were hanging off the bed. I got no sleep. I woke up the next day and my girl's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, go home. We're going home. She's like, it's been one night. I'm like, yeah, we're going home. She's like, why? I'm like,
100% we're going home.
she goes, you look exhausted.
Fuck
I
this.
go, of course I'm exhausted. Where would I sleep, Joe? She's like, you couldn't sleep? I'm like, how can I? Where would I
You
sleep?
didn't try to sleep in the tent?
There's no tent.
It's hard to pitch a tent.
No, there's no tent. The kids didn't want to sleep in the tent.
No, they didn't.
So I go, why would we drive 2 hours in the middle of nowhere
to sleep in the fucking car.
and to sleep in a shitty hotel?
Yeah.
On wheels.
That's what I say.
And I go, check, please.
Check, please.
Kids had the time of their lives. They were able to sleep in the camper, in the RV, up in the thing. They absolutely loved it. Tiger and Bob slept
cute.
together. My girl's small, so she slept great. My in-laws slept on the sides. They were great. And then they go, well, you want to switch? I'll sleep in the
Already
bed.
sounds like a disaster.
Oh, they go,
Everybody in the same room. Get the
no,
fuck
that
out.
was fun. That part I loved. We're all in the same room. I love that. When the
Yeah.
family's all on top of each other, I
Yeah.
love that. That's what I did like about the RV. But the bed, after returning, I go, listen, I rented for 3 days. I'm bringing it back. They go, you're here early. I know. They go, you're tired. I go, I'm tired. Listen, you didn't tell me this when I rented this RV. It's made for small people.
Yeah.
And I'm
Not a pygmy,
I'm not
not a
giant,
pygmy.
but also I'm not small. You could have told me I wouldn't have slept on the bed, right?
Yeah, they should have said, you're enormous and we got to do something.
But it's not like I'm fucking Jokic from the Denver Nuggets.
You're 6'4".
I'm normal. It's not like outrageous.
Right.
Bryan, 0 sleep. And I go, I'm going to return early. So the 2 days I paid for, I'm going to need my money back. She goes, absolutely not. I go, what do you mean? She goes, well, you can take it now if you want, but it's yours till Saturday.
Yeah.
I go, I know, but I can't sleep. She goes, that sounds like a you problem. I go, it is 100%, but you never told me that's not going to fit. She goes, again, you rented it till Saturday.
Do you have a time machine where
It's
I can
yours
drink
for
less
Saturday.
milk and eat less food so I don't grow as much, you fucking asshole? Otherwise, give me my money back.
I had no argument. She goes, but what do you want me to do? I don't know. Give me my money back. She goes, but you already paid for the 2 days. We can't rent it out because it's in your name.
Yeah.
So we're going to lose money. I went, okay, just give me my license back. And I walked out and ate shit.
Yeah.
I slept.
Where'd you
0
guys
sleep.
go? How far away?
2 hours? I don't know.
Where'd you go, in the woods?
No.
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 To a campground?
You know, you were in campground. You know what it was? We're at a park. Okay, I'll be honest. There's sidewalks.
Yeah.
And when we parked, I looked at my father-in-law. I go, listen, I grew up camping, right?
Yeah.
We're in the mountains. You got to like clear the rocks out and put the tent. I go, I said, Steve, we're camping at a park right now. I have
Yeah.
a problem with that. And I go, I can't set up a tent. He goes, why? I go, because there's sprinklers.
Yeah.
That's not camping. What's going?
Yeah,
And they go, you can't set up a camp because there's sprinklers.
Yeah.
Where I come from, that's not camping.
Well, I was invited. Now, my wife is 33, and she has 33-year-old friends, 30-year-old friends, 28-year-old
You're
friends.
like Al Pacino.
So what happens, by the way, what happens is, bring up Al Pacino's girlfriend and look at what a smoke show
it's
she is. She's
incurred
29
events.
years old. He's 83.
Well, he's Al Pacino.
I know. Get this. She's 29.
What is she doing though, right?
She's pregnant.
Hey.
She comes from a wealthy Kuwaiti family, so she doesn't need the money. She comes from a wealthy family.
She needs the fame.
I don't know what it is. She dates nothing but old billionaires. It's so interesting. It's what she's into. She clearly has a fetish for that.
But Al's not a billionaire.
Al's got a lot of money, and Al.
That's her there?
I don't know if that's her. That's a
Oh, that's her best friend.
Okay,
I was going to say.
that's probably.
That's her. It's so interesting.
Do you think when she comes home and she goes, hey, mom and dad, I want you to meet Al Pacino, and the parents go, yeah, cool. What are you doing hanging out with the Godfather? Is that the guy from... Is that the
Godfather
guy
from
from...
1973.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
The
answer is yes.
Honey, is that guy from Scarface? Yeah. Oh, is this like Make-A-Wish? What are you doing here? Oh, that's my man.
Now-
I would go, we failed his parents.
Well,
Right?
bring him up because there he is.
Hey, at least he looks young.
Incredible. See that guy, the guy in the middle? That guy in the middle is
I thought that was Al
younger
Pacino.
than Al.
I thought that was Al Pacino in the middle.
I think that's her dad, and he's younger than Al.
Oh,
So, look, I admire her. Look at her. I admire it. I'm
She's
impressed.
cool.
I'm impressed.
And what is happening there?
And he got her pregnant, and they're about to have a child, and he's 83. So listen, the
Dude,
man,
hey, when that kid's 17, he's 100.
he's such an amazing
Alex,
guy.
does he die before the kid turns 17 for 3,000, please? No. Right?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That poor kid. Think about the poor kid.
He's 83.
Now,
It's
financially,
so
the kid's going to be fine, but the poor is this not fucked up? I have no problem with the age is whatever. At 29, you're allowed to make whatever choices you want. Whatever you want to. Cut your wiener off, date the grandpa, do your thing. You're a grown woman.
Yeah.
You're basically 30. You can do whatever you want. But to bring a child in, you're going to be 100 when that kid's... You're going to be 99 years old when he gets his driver's license.
If
so he's going to go up without a father.
If he lives till he's 100, it'd be amazing.
You want to bet right now he doesn't?
He's a small man. Small people live longer. I'm just saying.
Even 100 is tough these days.
Well,
especially the
That's not a
miles
good
on
look.
him.
Yeah, that's a tough one. You can't lift your kid. Yeah. So every time I feel like an old dad, I'm like, okay, he's being helped here.
Real quick, when that kid's in Little League at 7, he's going to be 90. So the kid's going to be like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, let's play catch. I can't.
No, I can't.
Why? Because if I do, I'll shit my pants.
Yeah.
If I get up, I'm going to piss my pants, son.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's how dads go. It's not.
It's almost like you don't want the kid to get attached to you. Because you're going to be...
I'll
leaving.
answer that.
You're leaving.
He's not going to be attached.
Why?
Because if I'm the side, I'm her, I'm go, hey, listen, he's just basically a sperm donor.
Yeah.
Don't get attached.
But
Do not get attached.
But a kid gets attached.
So, I mean, not to a 90-year-old. He's not changing diapers at 90. Al Pacino?
Yeah.
No, he's not doing any of that.
She might want to go back to Kuwait and just.
Oh no, she'll have the baby. He'll be a young Al Pacino look-alike, and then she'll move on with some. Yeah, for her, good move.
He's got two 20-year-old.
But you guys have problems with
twins.
Leo because he's eating box and they're 21.
Yeah.
He's not getting pregnant. And with Al Pacino, we have a pass. Pick a side.
It's
I
incredible.
don't have a problem with any
Let
of
me
it.
see his kids.
Just for the record,
So his kids suffer from
Ugliness.
No, don't be mean. But his kids suffered from rheumatoid arthritis. They both have very bad arthritis, so they suffer from very bad immune disease.
Dude.
They
Ching,
suffer.
click on the one of the with him with the glasses, the nurse one.
What
do you mean, this one?
Brennan.
Yeah, that one.
Brennan.
Ain't that a bitch? Just hold on. Ain't that a bitch?
I'm not going to say anything. She's had very bad health problems.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With just the arthritis or
Yeah,
with the.
it's rheumatoid arthritis. It's a terrible disease. Really awful.
Ain't that a bitch, though? You're Al Pacino, and that's your squad.
Is that his son? That's his son too.
Fuck, dude, man. Sometimes, dude, you can't have it all. You
Well,
know?
so those
this
two-
is my thing, Brian. You can't have it all.
Well, those
You
kids.
can't have it all.
But Bubba, those
you
kids-
can be Scarface, and sometimes the ball doesn't roll your way.
Look, they
God
had-
went, you know what, Al?
They're nice-
You've had a good run, right? He goes, I
He
sure
loves
have.
his children.
I'm going to give you the two ugliest kids on the
No,
planet.
stop saying that. Listen, there's a bad pictures. They had rheumatoid arthritis.
You know what? You're right.
But
It's the
it is
angle. No,
interesting-
you're right. It's the angle.
Yeah, it might be the angle. And also, it's interesting that Beverly D'Angelo, who was one of the hottest, she was from National Lampoon.
Which Warlock you talking about up
Bring
there?
up young Beverly D'Angelo. This is their
Is that the
mother.
one on the right?
No, they're young.
That's where the kids get the looks.
Well, this is young Beverly D'Angelo.
God,
Take a look.
ain't that a bitch? You're Al Pacino, and you just wake up and you go, fuck, dude.
That's their mom right there. She was so hot when she was younger.
Oh, dude, yeah, she was
Remember her?
great. Yeah, she was in the Vacation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, National Lampoon.
Hilarious
Yeah, she
and
was great.
gorgeous and
That's
sexy.
his wife?
That's right. That's who he has two children with.
No. Those are not the kids
Yes,
of
they
Al
are. Yes, they
Pacino
are,
and that
Bubba.
dime
Yes, they
piece.
are. And I've worked with her twice, and she's 3 times. And
Those
Beverly
aren't the
is-
kids.
Beverly is.
No, that's not Brian. Those are kids
Bubba,
with somebody else.
Bubba, I promise you.
That's Brian. Who's that on the right over there?
That's just his girlfriend, Bubba. I
No,
know,
that's not his girlfriend.
Bubba, I know her if I speak here. I'm just telling you.
Brian
what I'm saying.
or Chin, type in Al Pacino. His Wikipedia will show up the spouses and kids. That's not them.
It is
That's
Bubba.
from a different marriage.
Bubba,
It's from a different marriage.
look at me. He has 2 children with Beverly D'Angelo. Those are the kids. It's all good.
No, it's not. I'm telling you, those are different kids.
I'm telling
This
you.
is Joel Claiborne.
No, just go to Wikipedia, Chin. It's
I
gonna
am
make it
telling
really
you,
easy.
Just
on
go
it.
to
Those
Al
are his
Pacino
kids.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, it's gonna show spouse, kids, because he's had a few wives. I'm saying I know he married her, B, but those aren't the kids.
Bubba, you need to listen to me now.
Those
Those
are
are the
partners.
kids. Okay, they have 3 kids.
So Beverly D'Angelo.
So he has
Jan
2 kids with
You're
her.
right,
with
Brian.
Beverly.
So the the Polak, the Polak, right? Polak,
Who's the Polak?
You're here.
Lucia Polak. That's where he had the kids.
No, Bubba.
Yeah, because you know how old those kids would be if he had them in 1997.
20.
Georgie has the info right now.
Yeah. If you just Google Olivia Pacino, that young lady, her mother is Beverly D'Angelo, 22 years old.
Don't argue with me on this.
Ain't that a bitch?
Don't say anything.
I'm not.
It's very nice. She looks pretty there.
She's cute.
Bring her up. Bring her right there. She's
Yeah,
very
that's
pretty.
all it is a bad picture that
Yeah,
they have
That's,
on.
this is not
bad
her.
picture.
Yeah, that's
Bring her over there. No, that picture right there. Let's see.
Hold on, Brian.
that's
tell
her,
me.
Chin.
Very pretty.
This is her.
Yeah, that's her right there.
She's sexy.
I mean, she looks.
She grew
Look
up.
at her.
Yeah, she grew up.
There she is.
She didn't have the braces anymore.
Yeah, she's a cutie. See? Depends on the picture. Depends on the angle. That's all it is.
They really screwed over those other pictures.
There are plenty of guys that are all about that. Let me tell you
She's
something.
cute.
Oh, yeah.
Keto G, it's his birthday. Make a wish, dog.
That's a
No, she's
that's
grown
a-
up. The
yeah.
pictures that they have that we
Yes.
were looking at, to be
Yes.
fair, were
Yes.
not very
She had
great.
braces and all that, and there she is. That's a sexy, curvy woman, right?
Hey,
All right, calm down.
take it down.
I'm just
Hey,
telling you what it
hey,
is.
I know what you're doing right now. Take it down a notch.
That's a beautiful,
Hey.
curvy woman.
Take it down a notch.
There are a lot of guys that would
22.
be all about that.
That's crazy. Their mom's that Beverly D'Angelo.
Uh-huh.
She's 71.
Damn.
It comes for all of us, Bubba. Time's undefeated. But she is a
She's
great
gorgeous.
actress. Oh, yeah. No pushover.
And they're
either.
still married? Oh, no, they're not married because he's married to that.
No, that was I think that was a
20-year-old
rather
or whatever.
contentious relationship.
But they had 2 children.
2 firecrackers.
God bless them.
Yeah. When you get 2 actors like that together,
Can only have one headshot in the household, they
yeah,
say.
it can be a real situation.
Yeah, her career was booming, but it's booming unless you're married to Al Pacino. And business is still a booming.
Yeah. Yeah. So
You believe his dick still works? The swimmer still work?
I knew I did a movie with Al's other girlfriend, Lucila. She's from
Polak?
Argentina.
Polak?
No, she's from Argentina. I had my scenes with her. And she said, yeah, there she is. She's
the
great.
first one?
Yeah, Lucila
Sola?
Sola. She's great. And
There's Pollock.
yeah, and I did a movie with her. And she said, he is a fucking alpha male all the way. And let me tell you a couple things about Al Pacino, if you don't mind. I watched him in a play when he was, I don't know,
17?
67, 70. And his arms were as jacked as it gets. Wow. That's her daughter. Wow. His arms were as jacked as it gets.
I always see more jacked arms, though.
And
I hate to hate on this.
They
but
were
you're just
jacked
so out
as
of
it gets.
control.
I want you to bring up Al Pacino's arms. And she
Jesus
goes, he's
Christ.
an alpha male. And I met him, and he feels like a piece of wood. He's made of a piece. When he was dating her, I met him at Stallone's house, but I met him back then, and he was made of wood. Made of fucking wood.
No, when I think of Al Pacino, I think jacked.
I swear to God, Bubba, his arms were like this big. I don't know why.
20 inches arms, huh?
They were huge.
Yeah, huge. Biggest you've ever seen.
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's not showing there.
Because it's
There we
not
go.
true.
Some-
It's not true. Right?
I don't
'Cause
like.
you're a liar.
I don't want your opinion.
I love Al Pacino, but nobody's going to say that guy is jacked
Maybe
arms.
not there, dude.
Name any other actor. He's not the guy that we're going for jacked.
Just
here.
go.
I mean, here's an older one. Where
That's Al Pacino. That's
Yeah, it's
fucking-
pretty
He has the
ripped.
same arms as
That's
you.
Robert De Niro. That's
Those are
Robert De Niro.
14-inch
sorry.
arms. Those are
He had-
14 inches.
He had large arms.
yeah, I don't know.
You're telling me the World Wide Web doesn't have a picture of Al Pacino's jacked
Look at
arms?
his arms right there.
13 inches. And hairy.
Yeah. God, he's a great actor.
There
God.
you go.
You know what that movie is? For 10 points, anybody?
Cruising.
Cruising. He played a gay cop posing as a gay man looking for a serial killer.
God, he is jacked there, boy.
He's very muscular.
God damn, dude. I look at him like, I think jacked.
He has a life force in him that is like,
See, there you go. That's the
Impossible.
narrative.
is that it?
Because when you say
Life force.
jacked,
Life force.
we all check out.
Life force, huh?
If you want to talk about Arnold, Sylvester Stallone, jacked, we'd say those are jacked men. Al Pacino is the furthest thing from jacked.
Well, when I saw him in a play, he had his sleeveless shirt, and I was
You're
taken
attracted.
aback by his
Yeah.
impossible arms
Yeah, it's still not jacked, though.
and his power.
So,
His power.
Yeah. He's one of those guys. Probably got a piece on him. He's every bit of 5'4".
you believe his
with a
swimmers
dog.
still fucking work at his
what I
age
mean.
to get a young girl pregnant?
That's what I'm saying. There
That's
you go.
insane.
Al Pacino shirtless. Yeah.
I did that early. So
All right.
5'6". Wow.
Jacked.
5'6".
5'6" and jacked.
Not a tall guy. Not a tall guy. Yeah.
Phenomenal talent, though.
Oh, I mean, God. I mean, come on.
I mean, it's surprising that you can still get women pregnant at that age. I've never heard of that.
Happens.
I guess.
I mean,
I guess you don't hear. It's not a lot because it's rare that the swimmers still work. Then
it is. But I don't know. Some guys, it's not that uncommon.
I bet you it is. Chin, type up. What's the chances of getting a girl pregnant after the age of 80? It's gonna be like less than 1%.
You're Al Pacino.
You gotta get off his
He'll probably
nuts.
live till he's 120. How do I get my brain to work faster and better?
At your
How do I
age-
get better memory.
At your age, there's
Yeah.
nothing I can do.
What?
But for the rest of you,
Yeah.
you can try Alpha Brain, the number one nootropic on the planet. They've sold over 1 million bottles, and they got all sorts of Alpha Brain for you. Please go back into all the Alpha Brain. That'd be
Well,
great.
they got Black Label. They got Black
Black Label's
Brain
what I
Instant,
like.
They got regular Alpha Brain.
If you haven't tried, start with the regular Alpha Brain, and you get your money
Instant.
back if you don't love it.
Focus
no
shot.
refund necessary. You don't have to send back the product. You get your money back. So start with the regular Alpha Brain. They've sold over 1 million bottles. They have Alpha Brain Instant. Put in 8 ounces of cold water. It tastes delicious. Then the Alpha Brain Black Label. That's for the big boys.
That's for the big boys.
That's for the pros.
in the
Alpha
supplement
Brain
game-
Focus
the
Shot.
supplement
Alpha
game-
Brain Pre-Workout. Wish I could finish that
Sorry,
without you
buddy.
interrupting.
I'm just saying the supplement game is so full of crap. There's so many people that are peddling crap, and on it is the one company you can trust.
We've worked with them
all
for 10
your
years.
supplements. Yes.
10 years.
And
they
take
have
it,
the
and we take it.
best nootropic on the planet. Go to onnit.com. Onnit.com.
.com.
I didn't use
You
my
need
Alpha
some
Brain.
Alpha Brain, bro.
Dude, onnit.com/FATK. You get 10% off all the Alpha Brains, the instant, the regular, the black label, the focus shot, the pre-workout, plus all the supplements, protein powders, creatine, the workout gear. We got it all. Streaming fitness. Go to onnit.com, save 10% off all Alpha Brain products. Onnit.com/FATK. 10% off.
What's the oldest?
You know how they say that person lived till 120 and stuff. There are people that there are a lot of people who are like, like we don't know what their birth certificates are. Like they don't know if that's actually
Like
true.
Cuban boxers.
Yeah.
Most of this is just based on women.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
Oh, there it is. 1%. There it is. 1%.
There you go. He's a 1%er.
Makes sense though.
how fertile 80.
Let me ask you this though. You're 83. 29-year-old wants you.
Oh, yeah, man.
Aren't you going?
I'm not hating on him.
Aren't you going? What?
No, I'm
Really?
not questioning anything. No. Yeah. What do you want to do? Go on a yacht?
Really?
Yeah. If I'm Al Pacino, what do you want to sail the Caribbeans? Yeah. I'm getting a 30-year-old to suck this old dick?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
My man.
Yeah.
My man.
Right? Still got it.
Heaven's raining down on
Still
me.
got it.
I still got it.
Wow.
But you know you don't. But still got it.
Yeah.
But you
The
don't.
fact that he can still fuck too, you know?
All of it's fascinating. I'd love to see how that went down. I'd watch him do it.
No maximum age. But of course, there's going to be, sometimes there's going to be issues.
Oh, go to that. Can an 85-year-old man produce sperm?
There's no set time
no.
period when a man's sperm production stops. Women are born with all the eggs they ever have. Men, on the other hand, are able to produce sperm cells for their entire lives.
It says it might be hard to get an erection. Not if you're Al motherfucking trucking Pacino. You know how much blue chew that man goes through, I bet?
That's incredible. He's probably taking testosterone and the whole fucking.
There has to be something going on with, like, you have a daughter. She's
Yeah.
29.
Yeah.
Came home with an 80-year-old boyfriend.
There's something
You'd
very
be like,
weird.
oh, I messed up as a father.
That's right.
Right? You'd be like,
Well, she might have.
oh, I failed.
She might have a genuine fetish. So I have a friend. I have a friend. I have a friend whose wife, maybe ex-wife now.
Is a mummy?
She was genuinely into old man porn. Like if the man was old with gray hair, I mean,
That's different, though.
75,
Oh, so,
she was
like
off-
grandpa?
got
Like
off
she was
on
into
it.
the grandpa
That's
stuff.
what she was into for real.
There's something in her childhood.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was into that. So, yeah. So listen, I dated a girl. I dated a fucking girl who was into old men. And I mean, when I say old men, 75 years old was hot.
But like well dressed, like tall.
Yes, wealthy, old.
Yeah,
yes.
sure. Yeah, bro. Al Pacino's 5'6",
Yeah, but he's
80
Al-
years old.
He's Al Pacino, bub.
That's my thing. Take his superstar out of it, and we're like, what the fuck? This is a headline. We're like, that's disgusting.
And it is.
Because
Unless
because
you're
it's Al Pacino, we're like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Because Leonardo DiCaprio, we're like, hell yeah. Anybody else, we're like, huh?
Yeah.
What's going on
and
there?
Leo will be doing the same thing. When you see them, the thing is, you have to remember too, when you go anywhere with Al Pacino, before you get there, there's a stir. Even, it's like,
Oh, in the kitchen, they're like, Al Pacino's sitting down at 8 p.m.?
yes,
The stewardess are like, fucking,
Yes,
here we
yes,
go.
yes,
Here we
yes.
go.
yes.
Who's going to land?
Arnold Schwarzenegger, same thing.
Oh, dude, I'm cleaning my ass.
I watched his new TV show, Fubar.
You're bored, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Why would you?
right.
Why would you?
Not so good. Not so good.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because if your daughter came home, like, what is she? How old is she? 14 now.
15.
So she's 15.
Got a boyfriend too.
Yeah, let's take him out of the equation. She came home with, when she's 30,
Yeah.
with an 85-year-old not named Al Pacino. You're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna have quality of life. You're gonna be taking care of him. You're gonna be a caretaker. That's what you're gonna be. And you want to have a kid? Well, you're raising that kid by himself because odds are he's already past the average lifespan. Was the average life is 85, 86? So he's on the verge of that. So you might have him for another 2-3 years. You're going to be a caretaker. That baby's not going to grow up without a father. You would be irate, dude. Let's be honest. If it wasn't Al Pacino. If it was just a regular dude.
Cut his throat.
Women's. Women 79, men 73.
He's way past that.
Dude, 73 is when people die.
Dude, that scares me because my parents are on that age.
Shit, B, you got
My dad just turned 83.
That's
and he's a big
He's
fella.
a big fella. And
That's scary for me. That means 10 years of podcasting for us left. Right?
hey, dude,
Right?
no. That would be 16 years from now. So it'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
17 years.
It's nuts, dude. Good on Al. Swimmer's going to swim.
Swimmer's going to swim.
I bet he was shocked when she's like, babe, I'm pregnant. He's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
From the one time in Costa Rica?
So I had two scientists on my podcast. And they were
I'll
talking
listen
about,
to it so I can sleep tonight.
It was good, actually. It was really good.
No, I'm just kidding.
But they were talking. I'm doing debates now on my podcast, and I think it was after the podcast. They were saying how men can. They think people will live till they're 150, right? That's all the thing now. Like kids are being born now that will live to 150.
But we're past that point,
Not true.
right?
There's so many hurdles to that because of the
Diet,
structure of the body,
everything, right?
The structure of the body and how
gravity and
cells
shit?
and die.
Die, yeah.
Yeah, it's like this idea that people are going to be living so much longer with new drugs is not true. It's not. What will happen
even
at
if-
75 years old might be a point where you can keep more muscle mass and like
But you're
so
still
30
gonna die
you're still
by
gonna die.
85.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna. Well, it's
But isn't cancer a big leading cause of people when they die older?
it's not
So
just
if we can
cancer.
cure
It's
some
entropy.
cancer-
It's like entropy. Do you know?
and size, right? Like there's a lot of factors. Your size,
Yes, yes.
your diet,
But there's an
cholesterol.
overall physical, there's something called
Stress.
entropy. There's something called, as things mix together, it becomes more of a like kind of mushy mass. I don't know. Look up what entropy means. But there's so
Entropy?
many things that just kind of break down over time
Yeah.
that you just can't. Like they're just.
But
things
even with
that
the
break
advancement
down.
of technology, like can't we prevent some of those breakdowns?
Everybody, a thermodynamic quality representing the unavailability of systems' thermal energy for conversion.
If you're
to
taking care of
mechanical
yourself, you're eating right.
It's a degree of disorder or randomness in the system, okay? So the degree of disorder and randomness grows as time goes on. Lack of order, things
there's
just
nothing we
become
can
more
do to
disordered.
slow that down?
No.
Are you sure?
That's a reality in physics. That's a reality in
Well, there's
time.
nothing we
and-
can do to stop
with
slow it
energy
down.
and matter. You cannot avoid the trap of entropy. So as you get older, it's not so much that time does it, it's called entropy. Even if time, the
body breaking down.
Physicists will say time is not what you think it is. It's a relationship between two mathematical equations, blah, blah, blah. The point is that there is something called entropy. There's something called disorder. Things disintegrate as time goes on, bottom line. I know. Shit, we were talking about science. Brendan.
No, I'm here.
Sorry, buddy.
I'm here.
I turned the channel to science. Let me turn
Yeah.
it back to dick jokes. Let me turn it back to
Yeah,
dick
I'm
jokes.
here.
You're right.
So there's nothing we can do.
Well, just a lot of this shit is bullshit.
You're
A
fucking
lot of
my
stuff
hump
is,
day up, dude.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is like, nah.
I bet there's some stuff we can do to slow it down. Also, I didn't look in there and think those guys pinnacle of health. You know what I'm saying? Right?
Agreed. Agreed.
All right, Chin, what do you got?
First, it's George's
Oh,
birthday.
it's Keto G's B-Day.
Happy birthday
24
to
years old.
you.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Georgie. Happy birthday to you. That cheesecake is cardboard flavored. That cheesecake is cardboard flavored.
Don't say that.
Because it's keto.
Yeah, you can
I
only eat
couldn't
keto.
even swallow it.
Even the cupcakes and cake is keto
Yeah,
for
is it made of unsweetened cornmeal?
That's not nice. Someone
out of love.
worked hard for that.
I think it's like almond flour or some shit.
That's why he has to eat though, dude. That's why he's lost all
I
that
love you
weight,
for
you
that.
piece of shit.
You're a good man.
You're still too young to date Al Pacino, my man.
Yeah, maybe his daughter. Maybe I need some House of Macadamias to sweeten it up. Nice and
I got some
tight.
chocolate dipped.
That's what Bryan got you for your birthday. And by got you, I mean An open pack.
Why he was just eating them.
Yeah, he was.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday,
We love
Georgie.
having
We
you
love
around.
you.
It's been 1 year since you guys hired me on the show on my birthday last year.
Damn, look at you now, dude.
Now we're almost on episode 900.
You're killing
All the
it.
clips you guys see,
Monday is
that's
episode
Georgie.
900. Do we have a guest?
I don't think so, but
How
we'll
great
see.
was Jay Moore? Fucking A.
dude.
We got to
He
get
made me
more
laugh
of him.
so hard.
Hilarious.
Oh, those stories, man. That Ralphie May story, the donut.
Yeah, that's God right there,
That's what
man.
God looks like. Yeah,
The
that's what
story
God-
about Riz's kid.
Oh,
Man,
that
he
was
thought it was beautiful.
Look at this. Oh,
Yeah,
this
so-
is good.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, is it good? Arnold Schwarzenegger warns
I mean-
steroid abuse dangers. Excuse me, sir?
People are dying.
Yeah, so he said he was on testosterone and D-ball.
He's so full of
monitored.
shit. This is the
Exactly.
problem.
Yeah.
It's not authentic because he's like, when I was doing, here he goes, when 75-year-old bodybuilder in the 70s, he said he was legally did a regimen of testosterone and D-ball. Yo, that's it, sir?
Although, Bubba, and if you look at
hey.
no, but
hey.
oh, no, hold on. I will say this about their use back then. They didn't have that bloated
from
stomach shit.
HGH.
Right.
That's HGH.
They were
That's
doing
not
a lot of
steroids.
stuff.
That's HGH.
Now they do like insulin. They do all
That's
kinds of crazy
HGH.
shit.
That's HGH, which makes
Right.
your organs grow. That's where you get the power.
But they're doing also like they insulin, and so not just HGH, but they do insulin. They do all kinds of weird shit, right? I think the steroids have gotten more prevalent. So watch this. Watch this. I'll do a little experiment for you. Bring up Frank Zane.
Oh, no, you don't need to do this
and
experiment.
then
for me.
bring up,
No, I know. No, they've gotten out of control. You know, you could bring up Frank Zane and Ronnie Coleman, but Frank Zane's not even a good example.
yeah.
You could. There's so many other bodybuilders through the day you could go
that
through.
looks
So yeah,
great.
when I look back at
That
Arnold, I
looks
thought he
great.
was way crazier looking than this,
Right.
but that doesn't look too
That's
crazy.
you and I right
Go-
now.
go
Would
when
be
he-
like he's probably natural, right?
Absolutely not. Go to when he. No, absolutely not. Go when he won the Olympia. That was the best body,
Yeah.
but not. It's become freakish. But that's what humans do. We're always like, we need more, more, and more.
Right.
So you put all these demands on the bodybuilders. Like when he won Olympia, I mean, dude,
Wow.
come on.
Jacked.
Hard to see.
Jacked.
That's probably the best picture.
That's the best.
Come
one.
on, man. It's great.
To me, that's the
face.
best body of all time.
Maybe, man. Maybe.
Because it's not so far down
Yeah.
the lane of
I mean,
monster like
yeah.
freak.
Yeah.
Now bring up Ronnie Coleman for me. Like look at those
Yeah,
tits, dude.
that's a big boy. That's definitely not natural.
Oh no, it's natural.
But when he would go off cycle on the off season, it was such a difference.
That's
now Ronnie
insane.
Coleman was an absolute.
And that's when he got freakish.
he was also a freak to begin with, and then with all that stuff,
Nobody's born like that though.
nobody.
Freak.
Look at those two. Jay Cutler, another one.
It just got so it got.
Although it
got
got
weird.
even crazier, didn't it? As it went on. So
Then went Phil Heath and Kai Green and stuff, but that was really the pinnacle of
Look at
he's 300 something pounds. There,
yeah,
dude.
that's nuts. That's nuts.
And the legs, the body. Like look at his traps.
Jesus Christ. You got it.
It just got so weird.
My Lord.
Arnold could have said like steroids today and all the stuff they're doing.
He did mention that. So he's saying like people are listening to charlatans, like people on YouTube maybe, like just going with whatever they say. But he went to a doctor or like he went
He's
to
full of shit. It was him and
That's what I'm saying.
fucking Frank whatever.
Wait, look at him there. Go back. Go
Mm-hmm.
back. So that's probably when he was off his cycle, right?
because he looks like to me that looks like a really
Yeah.
good natural bodybuilder.
That is.
That's just
But,
not prepped for.
He looks like he was
competition.
probably,
He's young there.
yeah.
But he had like connections to UCLA medical.
Oh, I'm sure.
facilities. and all that
Arnold
stuff.
was different all the way around, always. I mean, he's a special dude.
Mm. But there's definitely some bro science with his thing because steroids were so new back then. Like in the NFL locker rooms, even back in the day in UFC, it's like it's all bro science. There was no special doctors going, all right, take this and let's check your blood level. He's full of shit. He bro scienced it too.
Yeah.
Him and his buddy Frank and all those guys, and then Hulk.
So
It's all bro
the
science.
guy who did
Now he wants to sit on his thing like it is dangerous. We had doctors. No, you fucking did it.
So-
You're popping D-ball like Skittles at Gold's Gym in Venice, bitch.
well, so the guy who did Pumping Iron, I knew him. I think his name's Charles Gaines, and in high school I knew him. And he said there was this black guy who was featured in it. It was a bodybuilder. And he said he was eating 20 pounds of red meat a day.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, 20 pounds. Fucking crazy.
pumping iron's great.
This guy.
Charles Gaines, a real stud, a real stud.
You went to high school with him?
His daughter, and he was just a big, athletic, muscular guy, and really, really successful. You can see what a study is, just like
There he is.
there he is. Yeah, 6'4", and
Yeah. We got Arnold there, man.
yeah,
He does look.
God damn, that boy's
Humongous.
jacked.
Jesus.
Okay, these look way different than the other.
Well, that's him at Gold's Gym. That's Gold's Gym, Venice.
Yep.
That's from Pump and Iron.
You know what he did? Lifted weights, made millions of dollars, and had sex with all the women.
All the women.
He said, "I'm coming all the time, always coming." I come when
Because
I'm
when I'm
coming.
in the gym and I get the
coming.
pump, it's better than coming.
Franco Colombo, Dr. Franco Colombo, his best friend, Italian strongman, could do dips with two guys hanging off his waist, two grown men hanging off.
Yeah,
his
I did some gay shit back then. Like when they're doing like deadlifts and
they
stuff
said
with each other
dicks.
on their back.
waist. Yep.
That prison workout. I'm like,
Yep.
God, it looks fun though, man. Because they would do that and then hang out at Venice Beach.
Fuck.
All the
You're
chicks.
young. You just
He's smoking weed.
come on, man.
Says like, I'm
on.
numero uno.
In the 70s?
Oh, bro.
Come on, bro.
Probably the best time
And it
ever.
was also an outlaw, like weird subculture sport that nobody knew about. It was like this weird thing.
Still is.
Yeah, it is.
Still is. It's
Might be more so now, right? Like
No, now it's all, like now there's so many jack guys. And
Yeah.
now the availability of steroids is every corner. It's easy to get. So now it's not so, and then TRT's normalized, for the most part. Back then, God damn, them boys were doing it right. Just lifting all day, twice a day, in between your fucking bitches, saying your wiener sucked.
he was Arnold was a
dudes.
handsome motherfucker.
Wait, what?
Bring up. look at how handsome that son of a bitch was.
Well, his son, who he had with the nanny, is identical to
Correct.
him.
Correct.
Identical. If you're his other kid, you're like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
go
he's
hang out with Al
also- he's
Pacino's
also
kids.
lifting weights and look at that.
But no,
look
but-
at how gay.
That's his son.
everybody was.
Oh, it's one of his sons.
No. Go to that kid.
I know. It's like
Disaster.
Kid's good. No, kid's not bad.
disaster.
No, it's a
Not bad.
disaster. No, when your dad's Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's a disaster. Go to the Mexican one,
Yeah.
bro. Identical to his dad now. And he's in movies. He is jacked, dude.
Oh, what's your,
That's his wife.
No, Maria. No.
wait,
Those are the
Mexican,
bad kids.
Oh,
Don't say bad
Baena. That's the
Don't
one.
say bad kids.
That's the kid.
Look at him.
Yeah, I know. It's hilarious.
He got the genetics.
Yeah, he did.
And he's getting into it too. He's lifting and shit. And he looks just like him.
Yeah.
The other kids don't look like him.
No.
He looks identical. Well, when your dad's Arnold Schwarzenegger, he has the exact face and shit.
Yep.
Isn't it crazy?
Yep.
So similar, yeah.
It's cool.
Especially right here. Oops.
There you go. That's all. Well, the kid's not juicing. He's just lifting weights. So
He'll get there. We'll take him down that dark road, the juicy road. He'll get on the juicy road.
Think you get on Juicy Road?
Oh, he's getting on juicy road.
Homeboy shredded right there.
He has the same face, like the mouth is the dad, but the kind of the similar.
I love it though. I love
pecs.
that he loves his son. Look at that. Secret's out. Fuck it. You're my boy.
That secret went south for him, huh?
Yeah, but that's okay. His book didn't sell when that came out. His book died. You know that?
Oh yeah, everything kind of did at the time.
It's like, well, guys, everybody was like, that's a little much, dude. Come on. You're maid. You know what I mean? Like, I have a maid. I'll get you pregnant.
And she's a warlock.
I'm gonna have a kid in my house.
But he was like, "What do you want me to do? I'm in my fucking room.
I mean-
She's folding laundry." It's like, hey, don't fuck the maid is what we expect. dude.
Well, and if you're gonna have sex with the maid, how about not having a kid with the maid? Like and then running for governor and being like, I'll get away with it. And he did.
He got away with it, yeah.
And they were like, he had a kid with his maid, and he was like, oh, look at this now. Here he comes with his slinging dirt. We know how he is. And I was like, yeah, you're slinging dirt. Governor.
Look at him though, dude. Just identical.
Yeah.
Really.
Another kid's like,
Look,
God
the
damn
beautiful
it."
mistake. He had a beautiful mistake. He has a wonderful child. You never regret a child. It all works out in
and
the
he,
end.
and he has that fucking
Love
that
solves all those
ethnic
problems.
work. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
Like his mom, poor upbringing. So he has that
Yeah, his mother,
immigrant mentality.
Yeah, you
to
called
quote
her,
Joey
you called her a
Diaz.
nasty name, but
He has that immigrant mentality.
Yeah.
And then you have Arnold's genes.
Yeah.
Dude, we're going Sizzler. Because remember, Arnold had an immigrant mentality.
Yes.
Came from fucking
Yes.
Austria, came over
Yes.
here, took the world by storm.
Yep.
Biggest movie star, governor, insane dude.
Yep.
Mr. Olympia. Now the son has the same work ethic.
Correct.
Bro.
and mom, is probably balling. She's been taken care of. It's all good. It's
would hope.
You know what it is? It's the great American story. It really is rags to riches, and I appreciate the shit out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a sad
It's
ending.
one of those things you're like, I shouldn't have done that, but I got a beautiful boy out of it, so fuck it.
Hell yeah.
Love conquers all. Yep. Don't say it. Brendan, fuck off. Brendan, shut up.
He's like, what do you want me to do,
all
man?
good.
I'm folding my laundry.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm in my master bedroom.
just doing our thing.
And I'm fucking just trying to chill, and she's out here with her.
Well, it is what it is, brother. It's called a love child, and
God damn it.
it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good.
It
Let's keep
ended
going.
well.
It ended very well. God bless that whole clan.
Look at Arnold. He's like, yeah, bro.
Look at that with a priest right there. Arnold just did
and
what
you-
he wanted, when, and how.
And you know, his wife at the time was like, we're going to hire her because I don't trust you. There's no way, dude. You got to have some self-respect. There's no way. And he was like, yeah, that's smart.
Did I ever tell you when
And then he was like, hold up. 2 weeks in, he's like, you fucked up.
I ever tell you this? My wife, my
Some
first
hard.
wife, my first
And
wife.
there's nobody around.
Yeah, my first wife hires a nanny. She's interviewing nannies.
No, I remember. I met her.
In walks.
Yeah,
she
so-
was Ethiopian and Swedish, a mix.
I remember she's
She was
Swedish.
about 5'9". She had this. She was dressed in couture, and
Can't
I went,
have it.
I literally went. I go, absolutely not. You're not hiring her. I'm not having her around the house all the time. I'm going to be dressing and paying attention to my hair. I'm going to be self-conscious. That's not happening.
You can't have it.
That's a disaster.
Can't have it.
I don't need that kind of energy.
Well, my nanny looks like George Soros.
Well, can you not say that on your podcast? Because she might hear that.
She definitely she doesn't speak English.
Okay, but still, like,
I don't trust myself. I was like, hire her. Yeah, hire her.
yeah, there are people who will hire like a really hot assistant, and
Oh no.
it's like, what are you doing, dude?
What are you trying to do?
Because that's always
Lines get blurred.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lines get blurred.
I don't trust myself.
Lines get blurred.
I don't trust myself. No. Give me the ugliest one possible. Who's very nice.
Happy accidents. It's all good. God bless everybody.
Yep.
Ready for another one?
Yeah.
All right. So this was making headlines as well. So BJ Penn apparently responded to this right here.
This guy, so some hater was CT kicking hard lately, and he goes, what is CT again? Did Ali have that? What about Jim Brown? Did he have that? CT is fake as the coronavirus.
Okay. Well, he does have his. He is a brain surgeon, so.
Huh?
Everybody has these opinions, but they don't have a lot of experience with this stuff. They might not have looked at the data.
But who has be? You can't look at data of the CT until they pass away.
Sure.
Let me ask you this,
You
B.
know what? Which is why I don't have a lot of opinions about it.
I do, right? For someone who probably is going to suffer from CT if I'm not already. Here's the thing. How many people in America play football? How many, just let's go small sample size. NFL. How many people play in the NFL?
Not a lot, but a lot.
A lot. Like let's say
large sample.
1,000.
More than that.
Yeah, more than that, but let's say 1,000. How many suffer from CT?
I've talked to old school
No,
football
I'm
players.
not asking that. But how many do we know for a fact suffer from
I don't
CT?
know.
You know some famous ones, right? Junior Seau. Think of how long the NFL. Think about how many people play high school football.
What
Pop
you're
Warner,
saying is there are a
college.
lot of people
I'm
that
going
have
off
played
stats.
football for 10 or more years and have
problems.
zero problems into their 60s. That's right.
Michael Strahan, 17 years in the NFL.
Yeah.
Before that, you're talking about 17 years in the NFL. Probably played for 13 with college. Pop Warner. 30 years of contact
some
football
people-
sports.
some people just don't
Zero.
suffer from it.
The majority doesn't, Brian. But if you watch the movie Concussion, these outliers, the exceptions, there's exceptions. I'm not saying CT is not real, but what I'd like to see is I'd like to see a construction worker who's doing this all the time and he passes away. Does he have CT? What about the guy that rides motorcycles, snowmobiles?
I
Does
think-
he
I
have
think
it?
it's a
'Cause
case-by-case
we look
situation.
at football players, but we don't look at the worst conditions. Aaron Hernandez had horrible CT. Okay. Junior Seau, horrible CT. Okay. But the majority of them are okay. But Dan Marino, all the analysts in the NFL, Troy Aikman, Troy Aikman, who had many concussions. Steve Young, Phil Simms, Boomer Esiason.
Yeah,
all these guys.
Yeah.
So the numbers
Terry Bradshaw.
The numbers,
but Bradshaw suffered from a lot of depression, but that might have been because he went through a period.
Yeah, but just look at the sheer numbers of all these guys that are actually doing well and making a living speaking that don't suffer from CT. But there's a few examples I can give you of guys that have CT. The odds are that you're going to be fine. The juice is worth the squeeze.
I would say it depends on how you're built.
So I think where BJ, I think he's somewhat right, being like, not to say it's fake like Corona, that doesn't line up because CT is a real thing, we know for a fact. To say that everybody has it is crazy. There's certain guys that have it, yeah, but the majority of guys do not.
There are probably a lot of factors. Number one, a lot of people might have some brain damage, but it doesn't affect them. Number two, you have to also look at how people were living in addition to getting all that trauma. Were they doing a lot of drinking, drugs? How are they eating? What kind of genetic predisposition?
But I'd be curious, like, you did taekwondo growing up, you and Rogan did taekwondo growing up. Did that give you CT? So if you were to pass away.
I got knocked out.
Sure. A lot of people have been knocked out from playing fucking kickball. Yeah. So if you die and we study your brain, there's CT, you died from CT?
Yeah, no.
Like does CT show up on the brain even in the minor times? Because we don't look for it. We only look for it if that guy played in the NFL for how long? Let's look at the brain.
There are definitely people that suffer in the NFL from CT. There's no doubt that concussion was touching on a very serious subject. But you're right. I mean, I think the majority of people. So Bo Camphor, remember Bo Camphor? He played forever, and he's 65. He's got all these businesses. I said, we were doing this radio show. After the radio show, I go, talk to me about CT. He goes, honestly, all my friends that played, all my friends who are my age now, I don't know anybody who has that has the issue. Now, maybe they're not telling you, or maybe you don't know. Maybe your depression is a symptom of it. Maybe you forget things. I don't know. I think it depends on how much punishment you took. And what you were built like.
But also you and I were talking about, I don't want to say the word because we get banned on YouTube, but when you look at people that got the shot, if you look at the stats, the odds are most people are okay.
Yes.
Now there is a certain amount of the population that are not okay.
Yes.
So do you want to say that shot's bad for everybody?
Right.
So when you look at football or fighting, the majority, the mass amount of people that play college football, high school football, pro football are okay. There's a few in this group that are not okay. Right. So do you want to say it's bad for everybody?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I agree.
It's like with musicians, they go, oh, you got to have depression and suffer from bipolar and be super negative, or comics have to be super depressed and all this stuff. Well, what example do you have? Kurt Cobain, Nirvana. Okay. The lead singer from Linkin Park. Okay. The majority, but how many bands are there?
Right.
I don't think everybody suffers from that.
Stephen King said.
How about the
some
comics?
creative people that have substance abuse problems. It doesn't mean that if you're creative, you're a substance abuser. No. It's like,
It's like all comics. Oh, you have to be, dark and depressed and come from horrible tragedy.
I'm
not. The majority of ones I know, no. Are there some that have it? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
There's some are, and they're famous for it. So then people go, "Oh, that's how you have to be."
Who's the black actor? He's in Ocean's 11. Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
Don Cheadle,
from Denver,
he plays these dark characters, and Don Cheadle was like, "Yeah, but I came from like the kind of family you saw on the Cosby's.
He went to DU.
Like I had a great family, and they all loved me, and
But those famous outliers, people are like, "Oh man, all musicians are like Elvis." No, they're not.
No.
Now, there's some very famous ones that happen to struggle with that. But that doesn't mean you can just blanket
you hear
everybody.
about it when they're famous.
Of course.
Yeah.
The 27 Club, they die early. Well, those people did.
Yep.
And majority of them
they said that
died
about
from old
Amy
age.
Winehouse. So this guy who knew her and had followed her career and stuff, and he said they found Amy she was at a gas station, and this is before she killed herself and with drugs, but they found her about a year before, and she was at a gas station, and she was kind of walking in a circle. She was doing something. And, she must be on drugs. And the guy said she wasn't on drugs. Amy Winehouse was exhibiting behaviors that were...
Schizophrenic?
She was losing her mind. We don't know why, but she was getting crazy. Thelonious Monk. So Thelonious Monk was... So just real quick, with Amy Winehouse... Yes, she did a lot of drugs.
She was an addict,
but she might have been doing that to self-regulate. So she was to try to keep herself together. She was doing certain drugs, and people will do that if they already have something going on in their
Her story's sad too, because then she was trying not to tour because she knows when she went on tour she would use all the time, and she was sober. But her dad wanted the money. He was like, "No, I lined up a tour for you." Her management was like, "No, she cannot right now. She's not
so
in a place."
talented,
and her
man.
dad's like, "No, we're touring." Goes on tour, goes on stage, hammered, drunk, dies shortly after that.
That's right.
Sad story. Sad story.
20 whatever.
So
7.
talented.
So talented. But she had issues. She had without the drug, she already had mental health issues. So
I'm pee on my huge dick. Hold on.
I do too. Let's go pee.
But painkillers, that's why I know for a fact if I had heroin, dude, painkillers was like the shit.
Yeah,
I
it's
loved
fun.
it.
Really?
You feel a little.
I loved it
sick.
and I got like hooked on it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
bad.
You got some addiction things.
No, I had it. Thankfully, I got over it, but I did have that addiction.
I'm good at
but
stopping
alcohol.
it.
How long were you?
We can talk about this on air, Jim.
Years?
What, with your neck? You mean
What?
with your neck? Stuff?
No, it was
No, he likes
before
to
with
party,
my back
dude.
problems.
Yeah, I'm good at stopping its tracks before it becomes a big problem. I'm like, this is going down a bad road, and I can go cold turkey. Like that's the difference between me and Jay Moore, or whoever has an addiction. I'm like, oh, this isn't good. I get kids. I'll stop, and I stop.
The demons
Don't even
are
think
too
about
scary.
it. Yeah, I'm like, oh, this can go down a road. And I can take it and throw it in the trash. I never think about
So
it.
that's after you had kids, though.
No,
let's say you're saying-
You're kind of a maniac
Even when
like
I,
that,
even
yeah.
when I was doing painkillers, I was taking it, and then my friend Joe Klumstein was like, "Dude, you're using these all the time."
But see, that's people intervening. Like,
No, he was just like using all the time. I'm like, oh, you're right. Haven't had one.
Adderall,
since.
same thing. Alcohol, you don't drink a lot.
I can
anymore.
stop whenever I can stop. The self control to go. Nah, I'm good, and I stop.
Anytime I've partied, I've felt like my brother or my dad. And then that turns me off because my brother died from it. And I've seen my dad fail miserably over and over again.
Yep.
So anytime I've tried anything, I've been like, all right, no.
Yeah, I just know the road it goes down. I'm like, I'm good. I don't want that.
No
I
good.
can
Nothing
stop.
good comes from doing a shitload of a substance.
Well, you've never done it. How do you know you don't like it? That's my thing, Brian.
What?
How do you know you don't
Did you
like
have
men's
fun?
wieners?
Huh?
You don't know.
that's why I'm so worried about Brendan
Heroin
trying
and cock.
cocaine. If you try, because I've done cocaine. If you try cocaine, I'm super worried.
Nah, it's actually just like Adderall.
I'm super worried.
Which
No,
is
it's not.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It is
just like
not the
Adderall.
same, Brian.
No?
It's not. No, come on. You have to.
To me, it is. I don't like either one. I don't. Go,
You don't like anything, though. You're a bad
I
sample
don't do any
size.
drugs, and not even mushrooms. I was like microdosing, and now I'm like, man.
Well, remember you were
pooped
like
your
the
pants out.
shaman all the time.
I
You're like, you don't
was.
want to talk
I
about it? I'm
was.
like, no.
Yeah.
When you have a good trip, though, you think that you're on the mountaintop.
I had a couple. I had some friends who
Keyword
are
think.
again. My
Yeah, you
wife's
think.
friends are all young, and they hit me with this. They go, "We need to do a weekend, a 4-day weekend. We're gonna go camp and do all the drugs." And I was like, "I'm 56.
Yeah, like, quick question.
I'm 56.
You guys can do
You
that.
guys videotape
Yeah.
that for me.
Let me know how it
and,
goes.
and let me watch it."
No.
Yeah, not gonna do it.
What do you got, Jay?
This is my joke. You know what you never hear a guy my age say? "This summer's gonna be sick."
Al Pacino says that.
He says that. He says that. He says that. That's it.
And you need to be more like Al Pacino.
I do need to be more.
You're
like
not far off, right? Your
Not
wife's 30.
far
You
off.
have a baby.
33, 56. 23 are difference. Ooh, sorry.
Al Pacino light. Huh? Al Pacino
Al
light.
Pacino.
Your diet, Al Pacino.
I move well. I'll tell you that much.
I didn't know she was 33.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Young, dude.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm
lady.
so attracted to her. I said it out loud. And
Yeah,
I
you're
love,
course, you married her.
56.
I love the
Honest-
shit out of
Yeah,
her.
you're
You're
kid with her.
56.
Never
man.
get tired of her. Never.
Well, no, she's young, Brian.
Yeah.
You're 56.
I just like her as a person.
Well, yeah, she's young. You're old.
Doesn't mean anything.
It means everything, right?
I don't know about
You
that.
don't want to play this game, right?
No, but I like being around her.
So is Al Pacino. I'm around for
Young energy,
intellect. Yeah. Keeps you young.
Yeah.
There's a reason why old guys like young chicks. Jeez, this is crazy.
Isn't that crazy talk? I never heard of that before.
Yeah, you should be-
that's not a through line throughout all history.
Yeah, he should be in prison, but whatever. What? What do you got, Chin?
I've already been doing current events.
No, he only did 2.
Do
Yeah, we
another
did
one.
like a few. So this one I thought was interesting. So off the coast of Portugal, there's been like
yeah.
there's not that many, but since 2020, there's been 3 different orca attacks on boats.
Hell
Is there a
yeah.
video of this?
Yeah,
What?
but I don't know how much I can show. You see this one here.
Hold on.
This was off the coast of Spain where
That'd be terrifying.
orcas hit a sailing yacht they sunk it. And researchers don't really know why this is happening.
Because they don't want them in their fucking water.
No,
So there's like
the
two
female
theories.
was injured.
Yeah, so there's two theories. They think either they're juveniles that are just trying to just playing around, but they don't realize how much damage they can do. And also, there's a mother that might have been injured by a boat, and she trained her,
To fuck the boats up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so cool. Good for them.
They sank a fucking sailboat.
Everyone's fine though. Everyone that
Dude.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Be terrifying once you hit that water,
Oh
though.
my
You're like,
God.
I didn't know they stop at the boat.
Yeah, and you better get, we're being attacked by killer whales. Prank call. No, seriously.
No, I saw black fish. I'd believe it.
So they actually didn't show the whales.
Well, I mean, this guy recorded the boat actually getting almost attacked.
Let me see. Nah,
You see right there.
They're just swimming along with them.
What? Look how close it gets to the motor.
Those are just silly gooses.
Nah, it was just-
Killer whales doing killer shit, man.
Yeah.
It's like you see that guy. He's like an 18-year-old. He just graduated off a dare, jumped off a cruise ship. They never found him. They're like, dude, you jump off. He's all, say less. Jump.
What?
See ya.
What do you mean?
That's so.
Game over.
He just
I
jumped.
dare you to jump off the cruise ship in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. He goes, hell yeah.
No.
Gunk. And then went, where'd Jim go?
And
Oh, Jim's dead.
wait. Hold on. And he just jumped off. Do they have a video of it?
Young, dumb, and full of cum.
So he jumps off and then he just
They
disappeared.
dared him. Yeah, yeah.
But
Because Ocean goes, we'll take it from here.
yeah,
He's a baseball star.
of course.
Was a
Or
baseball.
was?
Let me see. Let me see. Damn it,
All right,
dude.
let's see.
Come on, kid. Don't do that.
Damn it.
He just disappeared at night?
Yeah, his friends dared him.
Dude, you can't do it at night.
My problem is what kind of friends are going to dare you to jump off a boat in the middle of
At night, they
in
lose
the
you.
Atlantic Ocean?
Yeah, they lose you, kid.
They lose you all the time.
And also, there are sharks. How would you jump in that water? Oh, fuck. All right. Hold on.
Yeah, they didn't find him, surprisingly.
That's sad.
Yeah,
You
as a
gotta be,
dare.
you're more bummed out about the friends. Like, what are you guys doing? What do
Yeah,
you think
you
was going to
dummies.
happen? What do you think he was going to jump in? Like, I'm here, throwing the
You're
fucking...
such an idiot when you're young.
Yeah.
I was never that dumb.
I wasn't. My friend's playing ping pong on a cruise ship. The one guy loses. He picked up the whole ping pong table, threw it overboard. Okay, that's crazy, but not this.
You wouldn't be like, hey, let me see you jump off the side.
Fuck
you know how
you.
high up they are, too?
Fuck you.
Huge line gets up close and personal with campers.
No.
I wish this happened on my camping trip.
This happened to my friend.
No, it didn't.
My aunt.
That never happened.
Did.
No. She
Yeah.
told you it
Oh,
did.
Jesus.
They're camping in Africa?
Yes.
Dude, there's rules of life. You don't jump off cruise ships. You don't touch another man's wiener with your mouth. And you
do you
don't...
mean?
If unless
if
you
you're
want.
gay?
Well, you don't know till you try it. But then also, you don't camp in Africa. Also, you don't go swimming in Florida. These are all rules of life.
Or Australia, or anywhere. I said it out loud.
So it's just a male line just checking things out.
At the
How
campsite.
close that
Oh my gosh.
Well, you had food laying around.
But I mean, why would you even camp in this area? That's
Just like dogs.
insane.
Look at that. Just like giant
Dude, that
dogs.
would be terrifying.
What's up, little
And the
guy?
person filming is outside.
Oh my God, they're all outside.
A terrible idea. They're all quiet.
Angry alligator hisses at river rafters?
That's
Hold on,
not
let's look at
stupid.
this.
Yeah. What happened? It hissed at us.
I don't like how those white people are just like, check the, hey, get your phone out, Greg.
Yeah.
Like, lock your,
That's
look at that,
insane.
dude. Terrifying.
That's a juvenile. That's a young lion, guys.
I don't think so. No, that mean.
Yeah.
How many more do you guys want?
Holy shit,
yes.
that's an aggressive iguana. Iguanas usually aren't like that, man.
That thing's boring. I'll grab that.
Also,
thing right
just
now.
flush it, right?
Hey, hey.
Okay, so anyway, that's a iguana that
Also,
ended up
clean
in
the
a
toilet,
toilet.
dude.
Can't kill you, so who gives a shit?
You should show the Uncle Ed video.
Yeah.
That
yeah,
iguana's
that's
so mad.
So Georgie, go
This
ahead.
is Magomed Ankalev, the light heavyweight, in his camper somewhere in
Something,
Russia.
yeah.
He went camping in Russia.
Look at this bear attacking his boys.
Oh, damn, all that guy has is that stick. Oh, my God.
This is where it gets crazy. Like
That
who
bear
knows
ate
what happens?
shit. It looks like the bear ate shit. I was like, God damn it.
That bear was coming after him. Also, you guys had a net and a stick.
The one guy just had a log. He
Hey,
was like,
what are you gonna do with that fucking bear? Don't try to capture the bear in your dumb net. This
dude,
isn't a
and the
cartoon.
bear is coming, dude.
Yeah. Well, the
Like,
bear's
you're not
trying get
supposed to
out of
run,
there,
but,
right?
I mean,
The bear's like,
you're
look at
gonna
this guys.
run,
Look at this
right?
guys. What are you gonna do with that stick, dum dum? What are you gonna do with that stick?
You just dropped it.
Yeah, of
He
course.
dropped
That's
it.
what happens. Your dumb stick isn't doing shit.
Dude, I'd love if he
For
filmed
fuck's
more.
sake.
Someone's about to get eaten ass first.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a quick one. This is
Oh yeah, it's cracked me up.
why. Oh, them seeing each other at the airport, like twice, I guess. it
Yeah,
happened.
Twitter freaked out about this. I don't give a fuck.
No, it's because they're from such far different, Brazil and New Zealand, and then they meet each other like twice already.
And was Izzy flying out of New Zealand and Alex is in New
I
Zealand?
don't know which airport this is.
Some
Australian
Australian
airport.
now.
Australia? Because I'm sure Alex is big in Australia now, especially fighting Izzy, so everyone knows who he is.
That's
He's beat
great.
him 3 times, so he's probably pretty big out there.
And then this is Alex filming Izzy,
It's all good.
and they're super cool to each
Two
other.
professionals.
What are they gonna do? Murder each other?
No. 2 pros.
Like,
That guy.
that's funny.
I love Izzy.
Yeah,
He's so
we all
great.
do. He's the best. All right, we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that 6'2" dating's impossible?
Oh.
Some big chick complaining?
She's super hot too, though. So she's 6'2". She's saying she can't find anyone to date, even though she has
Too
me
bad
up.
Brendan's taken.
Hold up. Go up. It says only 2% of the population.
Let me see what she's.
Is
let me
tall
see-
and
Can I see that
6'3"?
video, please, sir?
Yeah.
She looks like she's got it going on. She's hot,
She's very hot,
and your kids would
pretty
be
fit.
D1 athletes.
She's 6'2"?
She's 6'2".
Damn, she's built too. She's not like a weird 6'2"
No,
either.
she's.
No, she hasn't like a nice ass too.
All right, take it easy, Chin.
I'm just showing.
Let me see more pictures, please.
I like the
Here
way
it
Chin
is.
said
Oh,
that.
are you kidding me?
Look,
Oh, Brendan is so in. Look at her, 6'2". What a
6'2".
freak.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with 6'2".
No.
Wait, why is she saying 7 foot though?
so I think she's trolling. So after
6-foot guys say they are tall.
yeah, wow, she's been trolling since. I trust me. I looked it through a lot of.
She's trouble.
So that's 6 foot, but she's how tall?
She says she's 6'2", but she's trolling.
In
right
heels,
now.
she's 6'6",
trolling, yeah.
6'7", so that's not a good.
So she's looking for a 7 footer?
She's basically a 6'2" girl that says she can't find girls, or sorry, can't find
May I
guys
see
to
more
date
pictures,
her.
please?
See, 6
Tell her
foot
to
2 inch
lower her
model.
standards.
6'2"'s not like
She
crazy.
needs a 6 foot. She needs a hockey player or a basketball player. No big
Hockey's not
deal.
that tall.
Yeah, they are.
No, she
Yeah,
needs
they are.
NBA.
So there's
Hockey
her
players.
ass
I
right
had
there.
these both. Hockey players are all 6
Chin,
foot.
Look
go
at
ahead.
Rampage. Look at
I know, Rampage follows her.
Hot as
Yeah,
shit.
she's cool.
Rampage is not afraid of that, I guarantee.
Chin, do me a favor. Type in average height of NHL players. They're not
Average
tall.
height of NHL?
Yeah, they're not tall.
Yeah, they are above. I mean, I
You want to bet?
a lot of them are.
You want? So hold on.
It's
before
not
you bring it up,
uncommon to
hold on.
see
No,
6'4".
So you want to say
NHL
you
players.
want to? I guarantee the average height of NHL is not even close to 6'3".
I'd say it's 6'2".
Bring it up, Chin.
Oh well, 6'3".
6'1".
Where?
Hold on.
No, go back, Chin.
Where?
Go back, just go back. On average position is around 6'1" to 6'3", roughly 200 pounds.
No,
they're all
go to how tall is the average male hockey player?
But that's
6'1".
Yeah,
That's on average.
just over 6'1". So we're talking 6'2".
no, it says 6'1" there, buddy.
But a lot of them, very common to see them 6'3", 6'4", very
It's not a
common.
big deal though.
Nowadays, I'm
They're
telling
not
you,
huge. No,
Huh?
they're not like.
I'm just saying, like 6'1", 6'2", who cares? It's not a big deal.
She
tall.
cares, Chin.
Who?
She cares. A tall lady.
But I went for a tall lady. I would say look for the NHL player. Most people would say look for the NBA player, right?
well, there are a lot of, tennis players now. Everybody's at least 6'2".
But would you guys date like someone that's 6'1",
Not
6'2"?
me, but I mean,
I'm not.
Brian
a,
can't.
Are
He's
you
too
in?
light
Would
now.
you? Are you like a petite woman? Are you like a smaller, curvy?
Hot's hot. So if she's 6 foot, she's
hot.
hot. I don't care.
But,
Yeah,
but 6'2",
not a
6'2"
problem.
might be a little much.
No,
Bob.
no. I
But
don't care.
Really?
No, she's attractive. I
For
have
you,
no,
it'd be fine.
yeah, I have no problem with it. Now if she's at 7 foot. Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
7 foot's a disaster. 6'4" would be tough. But if they're like super hot, it's all good, baby. No.
Come on.
That was an accident. You jerk.
Get off there right now. God damn it.
I'm trying to find the girl again.
Hit me up,
So
let me
close
know.
to getting out of here. But let me see more of her.
Yeah, she's hot, dude. She's super.
Yeah, I mean, she has trouble dating. She's delicious.
I don't know what's happening.
That's mom. That's mom.
She probably has trouble just finding like a
Ooh,
a
Mortal
good
Kombat.
match.
They
Short
okay,
dad
so
married a tall woman.
I've been reading this more, and it's like I think she's obviously lying about the 7 feet.
no
She's
one's-
not 7 feet.
all-
No,
No, that guy's not 7'9".
no. So I think she starts trolling after a while, but she's a tall girl.
6'2".
Is she from Brazil?
I don't know. Well,
Don't do that though.
Yeah, I don't do any of these videos. I think that's more of the problem. Yeah, she's cool,
anyhow,
man.
yeah, that's her.
Yeah, I'd have no
Wow.
problem.
Shout out the guy that said I love your feet.
Yes.
All right,
Alrighty.
your kids would be monsters. Yeah, she's gorgeous.
yeah.
That's good for her.
Kids will be studs. Mom is an absolute giant.
Because aren't some of them aren't models tall in general, like real models? I'm
Most
not
models,
talking about
most models
Instagram
are
models.
6'7".
Because like the
Most women models are 6'8", 6'9".
but the models are the day and age of models are gone. Like now, Instagram models took over everything, so you can be whatever. But
Yeah.
like the actual models, like Vogue and shit, they don't exist.
It's so interesting. Everything kind of changes with
I don't.
Giselle does.
who's that?
So
Who that?
should we even do this one? So she's a girl that is very popular on Snapchat, and there's like an AI thing where she's going to become your girlfriend, right? But you pay like $100.
It's $1 a minute.
$1. Thank you.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
But she's so like to me like she's super like
But she's your girlfriend electronically.
yeah.
She's not.
But you
real?
just talked to her.
Just text, and yeah.
Is that a
voice,
real
and
person
voice.
though, or is that an AI?
She's a real person that she signed off on this.
But it's a
Oh, but
robot
the
talking.
AI's using her voice and everything.
Her voice,
and does
her-
send
yeah.
pictures and stuff.
I don't think it sends pictures. It's mostly just communications.
Oh, so it's like that movie Her.
Yeah, exactly.
You know how fucking lonely you gotta be. Holy fuck!
She is
dude.
so pretty.
She's so hot though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool. I think the taller girl's hotter.
Yeah.
Me too. Although no, I don't.
Dude,
think
you
she's
I
hot
do.
as shit.
Dude, you know how lonely you gotta be to pay an AI machine to
There are
talk
some
to you?
lonely people.
I
out there,
know,
Bubba.
dude.
And there are some
Wait,
guys
since
that
we're on
never
this,
get
let me
laid.
just go.
Sucks.
So this one I thought was interesting too. So this is a girl that was working at, as an accountant in Wall Street, right? So she started doing escort service. She's an Asian girl. She doesn't show her face exactly, but you can see what she looks like. She charges, I think, $3,000 for 2 hours.
Good thing she blurred her eyes out.
I know. It's like, what's so stupid? Like,
She
you know
said
what you
she's
look
a
like.
psychopath.
But in a good way. She doesn't care about what people think, this and that, whatever.
Oh, I mean, like, she's just doing her thing. So
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
saying she makes more money as an escort opposed to Wall Street.
Exactly, yeah. But I'm wondering, $3,000 for 2 hours with her.
Yeah, my guess.
2 hours
is
long enough, right? I don't need 2 hours.
Yeah,
How
it's
much
a
for
long
30 minutes?
Yeah, that's
30 minutes and you kick rocks?
It's
Yeah,
like those
I,
camping beds.
2 hours. I'm like, hey, what the fuck? No, it's over.
Wait, is it
my guess
for
is
$3,000?
the person she may not. be
Yeah, $3,000,
quite
good
as-
deal.
Not quite as pretty as you think.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Once you get in the, she's cool.
There's a, there you go.
Not looking back in life thinking,
What?
I wish I did things more interesting. Okay.
Okay,
Sweet quote.
all good.
I just wanted to get your opinion.
It's alarming how she blurs out the eyes. Like we're in
I know, it's like the
Now,
dumbest
right
thing.
there, hold on. Just go back for a sec.
Which one?
Just go back. Right there in the white shirt. With
I
the
know what you're
cigarette.
talking about.
Go down.
Where she's all sweaty.
No. She looks like
Oh,
she
this
just
one.
ordered your death, and she runs the Chinese mafia. I said it.
I like it.
She does. She looks like. Well,
She looks like she has bad skin there. Big Trouble in Little China.
If
that's
you
me.
just told me if she was like, my name used to be John.
I would show her that picture and go 3K.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Let's knock down 1,000. I'm
Yeah.
gonna send that pic and go 3K. You serious?
Yeah.
3K.
Smoking a cigar. That's great. All right. Well, there we go. Guys, we did it again. We did it again. Thanks for listening. Brennan's going to be in.
I'm in La Jolla this
Jolla.
Friday, Saturday,
Storm.
Sunday. Work on the Lord's Day, Sunday.
Wow.
2 shows. I know it's crazy. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, 1 show Sunday night in La Jolla, California. The Comedy Store, the great Comedy Store right outside San Diego. Come get you some right now. See you guys this week. I can't wait. One of my favorite venues. Tickets at thickboy.com.
Right?
I'll be in Comedy Works the end of the month, June 29, June 30, July 1. See you.
Love you guys.